Ladies and gentlemen, what's going on, guys? Hey, we're here with the Yellow City comedians again, guys. Everyone, I want you guys to meet. This is gonna be what, part 4? So I want you guys to meet Taylor, and I guys want you to meet. Oh my gosh, Kurt. Sorry,
I don't remember either.
Yeah. We got both of them, guys. Yellow City comedians, boys. We got them back. Round of applause, everybody. Thank you guys so much. Oh, guys, how y'all been? How y'all doing? Hey, y'all crushed it. So y'all crushed it this couple weeks ago.
Well, Fillmore's.
Oh my gosh, dude, y'all guys killed it. Y'all killed it, man. Both y'all. Opening act got me chuckling. I brought a right. So hey, no, I do appreciate you shouting me out like that, dude. I really do. No one's ever done that, and I really appreciate that.
I mean, of course, I listen to the show, but you've been doing a lot for us, and Erratic Soul is just awesome. Like I've seen him a few times at the 806 or whatever. That guy. I mean, rap's not really my thing, but that guy's amazing. Like, it's just awesome to watch him do it. So, no, I love shouting y'all out. I'm happy to do that.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. I really do. Taylor. Oh my gosh, Taylor. You're so funny, man. From when I first saw you till now, I was like, oh my gosh, bro. The highlight of the day, it was like that night, you're all like, who's here a couple? Who's a couple here? And then, everyone's like, there's just these two couples, and they're all like, this is our first date. And then out of nowhere, have y'all had sex?
These are the questions that we need to be asking, okay? We need to know. The people want to know.
Yeah. It was just so funny. So at that time, I was like, who's going to top this? And then, here comes Jacob with his dark comedy. And I was like, yeah, sorry, Taylor. You can't. Jacob just...
Jacob is Jacob.
You should have seen the audience, though, man. They were like, the ladies in the front, they were like, oh. And then he would say something, and they were like... And then one of those jokes where they were like, and I'm just like, okay, we're good. I'm over here like, don't hurt Jacob. Oh man, he killed it. All y'all killed it, man. Denelli, all y'all, man, that was good. What's the next one, man? Do y'all know from here?
I'm doing a show on tomorrow night in Borger. It's a fundraiser for the Elks. It'll be the last one with me and Caleb actually before he goes to college. So it'll be fun. It's a fundraiser for kids with learning disabilities.
That's what that is. Okay. Cool, man. And yours is next week, huh?
Yep, next
Taylor,
Sunday.
just so I know, man, Taylor's leaving us. She's venturing off into, I don't know, somewhere.
I'm going to Pittsburgh.
She's going to Pittsburgh. I don't know what's over there, but she's going over there. Why? Don't go. Okay. Stay. You were doing so good.
I know.
Just come back. Just give up. Hey, babe, can we move back?
Yeah, well, our house is already being sold. We're already getting a new place over there.
Okay.
We have a friend moving with us. We have friends over there.
Oh, okay.
We have jobs secured. There's no turning back.
Okay.
Okay. I know. I'm sorry.
Are you gonna take your comedy over there, or just?
Yeah, for sure. They have clubs over there too.
Oh, do they?
So.
What's the city? Is it a city or just a town?
Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's a city.
Oh, okay. So it's a big city.
Yeah.
Okay. Heck yeah, dude. I'm looking forward to it, man.
That'll be great.
I mean, hopefully I'll see you on the news like, oh my gosh, she got arrested.
I sure hope not.
Oh man, dude. So how y'all been, man? So what's new with y'all?
Just getting ready to move. Preparing for shows, Kurt's moving too.
No, you're not.
Yeah, but not far away. I'll
say.
still be here. I'm just moving to a different place.
Are you really? Are you coming down Miller now?
My kids. No, I'm actually moving the other way. But my kids moved in with me. My two the youngest ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Caleb's going to Chicago, but the other two are moving in with me. And so I was living in a 2-bedroom apartment in Canyon, and I can't do that with my 13-year-old and 15-year-old.
Okay.
So they moved in with me. It's going to be fun, so I have to have a bigger place.
Heck yeah, dude. I didn't know that. Okay, good job. Congrats. This is the same town you were telling me about, right?
Yeah, well, it's over on the other side of Hereford. I actually work in Hereford for a real job, but
yeah, I know.
I mean, comedy's my real job.
Okay.
Yeah, I would starve to death, but it's fun. But yeah, so they moved in. It's actually Sudan, which is a smaller
town. No, I know that town. Yeah, that's a pretty Sudan. That's over there.
Yeah, it's on the other side of Hereford. It's between Littlefield and Muleshoe.
Yeah,
it's about an hour and a half away.
Yeah, why?
But I'll be over here regularly.
It's a good town though. I ain't gonna. Yeah. Small towns are cool. I mean, I grew up in a small town. You know that. It's not. I mean, you can walk the streets freely, unlike over here, where someone approaches you and makes it weird.
For sure.
I grew up in Pampa, and I think they sell meth and vending machines there.
Hey man, but like whenever comedy. So what brought you into comedy? Let's start with that. Like, so I want to start with you, Taylor. How did you meet Colin?
How did I meet Colin?
Yeah, how did that comedy thing start? What was it that just kind of got you in?
So I've always really enjoyed stand-up. Like,
Yeah.
I've always listened to stand-up, watched all the specials, everything.
Yeah.
I went to my first, like, big comedy show. I went and saw, like, do you know the Bad Friends podcast?
No, I don't.
Okay, so it's Andrew Santino and Bobby Lee.
In here? Oh, no. Yeah, okay.
They're comedians.
Yes, I have heard of them, but I haven't heard of that comedy.
So they have their own podcast, and they did a tour.
Okay.
So they were doing stand-up on their tour. We went to go see them. And afterwards, I was just like, I'm going to try it.
Okay.
Looks like fun. So I literally just Googled, like, comedy in Amarillo. And I saw the flyer for the open mic at Crack and Crab.
Really?
And
Wow.
I was like, okay, it's next Wednesday. I'm going to do it.
And then you actually went up there?
So, yeah, I went and I did
Did you take
it.
your husband with you too?
Mm-hmm.
And then how'd that go? The whole thing?
It was terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
I was just so terrified that I couldn't focus on anyone's reactions to what was happening. Like, I just did my set, and then I went to go sit back down.
Uh-huh.
And I was just, like, I had adrenaline going, you know?
Yeah.
And he was like, it was good. And I didn't know. It was
Yeah.
my first time. But I think it was okay.
Uh-huh.
And I just kept going back.
Oh, okay. And then they just took you in? And then is that when Colin was like, hey, you want to be part of the...
Well, so I was going for a few months. So I started doing it in April or May last year.
Okay.
And then we had our newbie show in October last year.
Okay.
So that's whenever they showcased all the new people.
Who was in that one?
So it was me, Kurt, Caleb,
Hobby.
Oh.
Ryan,
Yeah.
I don't know which one's Ryan.
my husband,
Jacob.
Okay.
Jacob.
Jacob.
Yeah. I think it was all of
So-
us.
Dang, all y'all. So all y'all the newbies. Okay.
Yeah, we were
But
new.
y'all
at
are
that.
now y'all are
Now
at
there's a
that
whole
level.
new set of newbies.
Is there?
Yeah.
Who's that now? I've never seen them.
We got Denelli
Denelli's getting there. Yeah.
Morgan.
and Dame. Dame's new. Morgan. He's been. I mean, Morgan's kind of strange because he's been coming, but he never like went behind the mic until recently. He's funny.
The handsome man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I ran into him at the gym the other day, man. He's like, I'm just not ready. And I'm like, dude, you're too funny to not be ready.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
He would do great on a show,
Yeah.
I think, for sure.
Yeah, no. He needs to get on here. Dang.
He's funny.
But what happened to Damien? Where's he at?
I haven't seen him in a while. I know he has a small child, and so
Yeah.
that sometimes his kid like takes up some of his time. But I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, in fact, that Fillmore show, he was going to be on that show, and I stepped in at the last second. Dame
I couldn't make it.
said I've got something come up. I can't be there, so
Poor guy.
I was like, so I did it. But I'm glad I did because it was fun. It was a fun
Yeah,
show.
it was good. Yeah, you crushed it, dude. You really did.
Yeah.
It was like me and a writing, dude. It was fun. I'm gonna try to take him to that one Saturday. How's that gonna go, man? That's gonna be interesting.
Which?
This Saturday, the all women's
Oh, yeah.
female power.
Empowered,
Yeah.
yeah. So that's some girls from Lubbock, from Midland. I don't.
Dang, Midland too.
Mhm.
Wow, dude. They have their own stuff too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the one that's like Show Enough is the one that's kind of behind all of that, putting that together, and she got together with Selena from Lubbock, and I don't remember where the other two are from. Or
I
the other
know
ones from.
Tori is from Lubbock.
Yeah,
I don't
Tori's
know
from Lubbock.
about
Yeah, I don't remember where the
the
other one's from.
other girl.
She's funny. I'm friends with her, but so I mean, on like friends with her on like Facebook or whatever. Not like
okay.
real friends in the virtual world.
But they've been touring all summer.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
I want to see it. Oh, I already got that day off, so y'all
So-
see me in the back.
Yeah.
Go Taylor. And then once you're done, I'm leaving. Just I'm not doing that.
It was funny how that started because I did a show with Show Enough in Midland, like back in was it March or April or something,
Nice.
and Taylor was there, and so like
I
because
just went to go watch.
yeah, we all like support each other like if we can, like if any of us are on a show, we usually go. If any of us are on a show here or somewhere else, somebody from the group will be there. It may be a bunch of us, but at least one person. Well, anyway, Taylor was down there.
Nice.
And Show Enough was like, hey, you want to come up? And so Taylor did like a
Oh.
5-minute set, like unrehearsed, and she
What?
killed down there. And
Dang.
so that like really opened the door for her there too. So
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I saw that. I didn't know you at the time. This is
Yeah.
when I first met you at that time.
Yeah.
Taylor was there. What?
Yeah.
It's funny, dude.
Yeah.
Did y'all have sex? That's so funny, man.
That's funny about Taylor. 'Cause she can ask the craziest questions. She has that one joke about
Go ahead, say it.
about telling her son about the penis or whatever.
Oh, dude.
That is like one of the funniest jokes I've ever heard. Like, because the setup, and you're like, that's just weird. And then when it finally hits the punchline, you just roar with laughter. I'm not gonna ruin her joke. Y'all need to come out on
Yeah.
Saturday and hear it, but it's
Exactly.
fun.
Yeah, man, this is funny, man. Hey, yeah, so not going back to Colin. So I guess just I don't have no crazy things about Colin, right? Y'all didn't meet him at 212. Y'all didn't
No.
do none of that. It was more straightforward.
Right, yeah, just kept showing up, and Colin is actually a nice person, you
Yeah.
know, as opposed to whatever
Yeah,
Jacob
he doesn't wear
said.
wigs or whatever. He doesn't.
He doesn't. It's
I don't
'cause
think he frequents 212
It
as
was-
often
it was
as we
Jacob.
might think.
Jacob.
Colin is like I like Colin. Like he's younger than me, but he's a lot like we share some of the same like I don't know about interests, but we get some of the same jokes that are like I guess old people jokes that some of the young people don't. He's a lot younger than me, but
Yeah,
he's
he's my
he,
age.
yeah he thinks a little bit older than he is. As old as I am, so
He's very passionate about whatever it is he's talking about.
Thank you guys for saying such good things about Colin. You see, guys, see how hard it wasn't. Dude, we'll get to those guys in a minute.
Colin actually paid us to say nice things.
He gave you like straight up under the table money. Is that what he did? He gave you like.
no, he just promised like more spots of shows.
Oh no. No, okay. Anyways, no, that's cool, man. So y'all been doing comedy for like a year and a half, I guess. Heck yeah, dude. So when I came back from Florida, which was last November, I went back to the 806 and I just saw a completely new crowd, like a bigger crowd. I was like, who are y'all? And yo, shitty comedian. This is when I first met Javi and all that.
Yeah.
And then ever since then, I was like, all right, cool. So yeah, man. Heck yeah, welcome.
Yeah.
Welcome to that team.
Yeah.
And then I guess one day I was gonna start a Bomb City, I guess. See me comedy. Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb said he's gonna
Dude,
to start a coup. I know what he's doing. He's leaving.
I know he'll come back and
Yeah.
Bob City. He's gonna graduate with like all these master degrees and
Yeah.
he's gonna have all this power. And he's gonna start floating. All right, I'm taking over Yellow City. I'm Bomb City now. He's gonna be bald and everything. I had to actually. Did you watch that episode at all?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, because
Yeah.
I had. That's the first time I actually had to edit something out.
Really?
Yeah, and I was like, I gotta edit that out. I don't know how you were gonna react to that part. Like, Taylor's, and then I was like, whoa. Cut, mute. I didn't want you to get mad. You know what I mean? I didn't know if you were going
The
to.
guys say horrible shit to me.
Do they really? You can.
Okay. The guys say horrible shit to me all the time, especially Jacob.
Ah!
Well, and that's the thing too, because he says like horrible things to like Denelli, and like they like each other. I mean, he's
They're
just
like-
she's just like
like brothers.
it's low hanging fruit. You know, they have a relationship where like the group chat's funny with those two. Like
they-
ever since they added her, it's funny.
Ah, do they go back and forth all the time?
Oh
Oh yeah,
yeah.
especially like this afternoon, it was getting heated, you know.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! I think she's next. I might invite Jacob again because Denelli's next, and then I don't know who she would get along with, but I was like, I wonder if Jacob would be down to come back sober.
Yeah, I don't think that would happen. I
Jacob
mean,
always says that he's not funny when he's sober. I think he is. But
he is.
he always says that he's funny most of the time.
Jacob can actually be pretty well behaved, believe it or not.
Can you really?
Yeah, he came to my son's 3rd birthday party.
Did you really?
In front of all my family and everything. He was being polite and helpful. He took out
Really?
the trash.
Really?
Yeah, it was great. And then once the adults left, you know, the shit got wild.
What did he do? What did he do? What did he do? He taught your kids something. Someone
Oh,
told me.
he taught son the word cocaine.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Golly. What do you say? Say the word.
I don't exactly know what happened. All I know is that he walked up and he said, "Mama, what's cocaine?"
Ah.
And I said, "What?" He said, "Cocaine." And I was like, "Did Uncle Jacob teach you that one?" Uh-huh.
Oh my gosh, dude, Jacob's so unfiltered, man. I love the guy. I have a friend. He's a cop the same way, unfiltered. No, like he'll just say it, and he make people will get like, oh, and he don't care. He'll just laugh. Jacob's the exact same way. I don't know how y'all put up with him though.
I love Jacob.
I know.
No,
I
he's
love him.
great. He's funny. He's a good. He's genuinely a good guy. Like he. I mean, like He's actually pretty religious. Like he's Catholic, and he talks about his faith in private conversations. Like he's actually pretty.
He takes that the wine pretty serious.
Yeah. Right.
We need to talk to that. We need to talk to him about that. Stop going to 212 for free drinks.
Right.
Damn. That's just funny. So normally everyone comes on here and talks very highly and good about everybody, but usually they talk down, like trash on them. So we'll start with Jacob. What do we hate about Jacob so much?
I hate when Jacob walks up to me and grabs me with his stinky, sweaty armpits. Oh yeah, he does it on purpose because he knows I hate it.
Come on.
It's disgusting.
Really?
Yeah. Other than that, he's fine.
He's fine.
Yeah.
Love Jacob.
He is kind of like a walking petri dish, though. I drank after him one time, and I think I got like 3 diseases.
Oh,
I
damn.
was sick for like 2 weeks.
I just sat next to him in the truck, and I think I have monkeypox.
Oh, man. We love you, Jacob.
We do love Jacob.
Saul, did I talk to Saul a lot? Did I hang out with him a lot or not?
I've never really hung out with him. I like him. I mean, like there's not really cliques, but I mean, Saul's great. He's really funny. Like I've never really hung out with him. He does a lot of like follows like UFC and stuff.
Oh, does he? Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Do you think he can fight?
I don't know. We can find out.
Oh.
Hey, Saul.
He says he can, He's always showing his little moves on stage sometimes.
Really?
He goes into that bit.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
He talks about his little workouts, how he goes, likes to feel tough sometimes, and he won't show up again for a while.
All right.
I honestly think he's like an Indian dude in the witness protection program. I don't think he's Hispanic at all.
That's what I was thinking, too. I was like, maybe he's like Muslimish?
Yeah.
Middle East? That's what he looks like.
Yeah.
That's just what I think so. I love that guy.
No, he's like originally from like Cactus or something.
Yeah. He's from a small town. He's best friends with my best friend. So they grew up together. And he's all like, how so? He's funny as always.
Yeah.
Like, dude, that's crazy. You know?
He is funny. He's always funny.
Those guys that have been around have been doing this like since 16, 17. Mm-hmm. Those guys are really funny. Like they put a lot of work into it, and they're really very professional with their comedy. I've seen Saul some of his like stand-ups like when they did the Big Texan, not the Starlight, but when they did the Big Texan, like he came out in like a jogging suit and like
Did he really?
I hope you're making all kinds of noise. I'm sorry. He came out in like a jogging suit and like a dark glasses and did a bit about some guy breaking into his house. It was just hilarious. Those guys are really good.
The one that I never forgot. May the Lord have mercy on their soul.
Yeah.
That one I never got over. You know what's interesting about Saul though? He was the one that pushed me to do this. No one knows about that. He's the one that was like, because I told him I was like, I want to start one because I had bought the equipment, and I was like, I want to start one. He's all like, just do it, Wade. I was shy, but look at me now. And ever since, this is before y'all came in, and then ever since then, I'm doing this now. Yeah, he was the one that gave me that one push that I needed.
That's awesome. Yeah, he's given me pretty good advice too.
Did he?
He's like, can I tell you something?
That's how he is. Exactly how he is.
Yeah, please give me advice. Like, because you just go into this completely, I don't know. Like, I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah.
So I really appreciate anytime any of them give me any advice.
Yeah.
And that really helps. Like, obviously, even you have said you've watched me get better.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, dude. Funny.
He's super like he's very like encouraging to people. It's like it doesn't surprise me that he would have said that to you because he's done that for all of us. I remember like after that first newbie show that we did, it's like been almost a year now, and I remember like that night he like posted a recording on our group chat with everybody, and he complimented everybody. He's like, I love the way you did this. I love the way you did that to each person. And I was like, that's really cool. He's really like, he does encourage other people to like find what's good about what they do. And like, he encourages them to do it better. Right. So it doesn't surprise me that he would encourage you to do that. Like get over whatever excuse you have, you can get past that.
Yeah. Straight up, dude. Love it. Okay. Say it. Just say it. Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
No.
Oh, we're being nice tonight. Oh, wait, we're not saying anything bad now, right?
Yeah, honestly, I was just thinking, like, Jacob is really going to hate this episode, and probably the other guys are going to be like, why aren't y'all talking more shit?
Yeah.
You know?
Come on, guys.
But I don't have anything bad to say, or...
Yeah, it's hard for me to like roast anyone. Like,
You picked the 2 nicest people.
yeah,
I probably did. Do the best y'all can, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all supportive and positive.
Well, I can talk bad about Caleb. I can tell all kinds of stories about him.
Oh yeah, we'll say him. We'll say him for like towards the end.
Right now,
Because Jacob and him are like the end. They'll be the last ones. So Denali, man, y'all gotta say y'all have nothing bad to say. Y'all have no roasting.
No, well, she's new enough, but like, she's like so new. I mean, I'm still like feel like we're just getting to know her. Like,
Yeah.
I have seen though a lot of growth. Like,
Yeah.
at first, I will say from the beginning, she is very good at like crowd engagement. Like,
Oh yeah.
she can hold the attention of a crowd. Like, she's not.
Yes.
Some people get up there and they're like, either scared or they talk too quietly or whatever. She has good eye contact with the crowd and all that. And she's like, I've seen some of her jokes develop. Like, and when she first started, it was more just kind of like stories, and you might get a chuckle here and there. But then she did really well at that show at Fillmore's, which actually was her first show. I mean, she's done a lot of open mics, but that show at Fillmore's was her first one. And I had some good laughs from her, and so I'm glad to see people grow like that too.
Yeah. Right.
I do have some shit to talk on Denali.
Oh damn.
You ready?
Okay.
Her dad isn't actually blind.
What?
That's all I ever did.
What? No way, dude. You serious? She's been holding his hand and everything.
Yeah, I know.
What? Oh wow.
She just made the whole thing up.
Wow.
She needed a shtick, and that's her fucking shtick.
He has a dog and everything. What are you talking about?
The viewers don't know that.
Oh yeah.
Oh wow.
I saw the dog and barked at Jacob once.
Of course.
Of course it did. Yeah. That surprises absolutely no one.
Right.
No man, Nelly. I remember one time it was me and Javi. They were doing an open mic. Yeah, no one showed up at that one day.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
You didn't show up. You were sick or something. I forgot where you were at.
I sometimes have meetings and things.
Yeah.
Kurt's important.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can.
I'm self-important. I'm not really important.
So when I went there, everything was fine. So we just, it's all good. We'll just hang out. So it was me, Javi, and Denelli. So me and Javi were just chilling and talking. Denelli was on the other side of us, and then some drunk lady just talked to her.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. She said she was groping her.
Yeah, she was touching her and doing that. And then I'm like, Javi, I think Denelli needs help. And then Javi's like, you all right, Denelli? And then Denelli's like, I'm okay. He's like, I'm okay.
Oh, no.
It was a drunk lady. She ended up leaving her alone, but I'm like, should I do something?
And that's
I bet
where
I
our
can-
fight starts.
I bet I can guess the lady. I bet it's that lady that's drunk and gets on the mic and just rambles. And she was in there
Oh,
like
wow.
doing some kind of
Probably.
dance or something. Yeah.
Really? Oh, man. I
She
don't know.
because
There are some interesting characters that show up to the circus room for sure.
They really are. Yep, they really are. There's some. It's cool though. It's cool.
I love that too because like the bartender. The reason we even have an open mic there. Javi like texted me one day. He's like, "Hey, they want to have an open mic at the circus room," and I was like, "Okay, I'll go." Like, I'll go. I've never been there. I mean, I didn't even know where it was. And we got there, and there was nothing. They were like, "Well, some guy's a DJ, and he was supposed to do it. And he didn't show up." So Javi was like, "We can do it."
Yeah.
So he went to his house, which is not that far from there. Got some equipment, got a speaker and a mic, and then I bought a mic stand later, and we put all that up. And then it just kind of took off. But the main reason is because the bartender there wants to do comedy, but she works.
Yeah, man.
And she's actually pretty funny too.
Yeah,
Like,
she
she's
is. Yeah.
Carrie's great. I like her.
Carrie.
She's funny.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She's so much fun. She's wild. We took her to Lubbock.
Oh wow.
To
Oh
go do an
okay.
open mic.
Yeah.
She took off of work because she thought we had the Crack and Crab that night.
Yeah. Oh.
We didn't, so we were like, you know what? You took off. Let's just go to Lubbock. They have a mic.
Oh
So
wow. Okay. Okay. Nice. Okay.
yeah,
That's
we were
cool.
able to do that. It was good. She had fun, I think.
Nice, man. Nice.
Yeah. I'll say the one thing about that open mic, because there's like a big difference between that one and I try to explain that to people. There's a huge difference between that one and the one at the Crack and Crab, and even the one at the 806. I mean, they're so different. They're completely different things. But the one that's really cool, she's one of the main reasons why that one's really cool and I like it. But the regulars, like you have the regulars that just hang out in there. They're there whether there's an open mic or not.
Oh yeah.
And some of them will get on the mic.
Really?
And they'll tell a joke or two. Johnny, there's a guy down there named Johnny, and I just love that guy. Like I consider him a friend now, just from going and seeing him there. He comes to some of our shows now and all that,
Nice.
and he's really funny. That group, the little group of regulars that they have there is pretty cool. But some nights it's like that, kind of it's dead. some nights there's a bunch of people in there and they're just like, I wish I would hurry up because we're here to drink beer and not listen to y'all over there on the. And then some nights it's like killer, like it's just great. I've been there a couple of times when it was like I had some of the best open mic sets ever there because the people are like super engaged.
Kurt even had a lady whip out a dildo one time.
Oh, what in the world?
She did. That was crazy. I thought you might weren't you that there that night? I thought y'all were there. No. Yeah, I was doing some joke. She was a vegan lady, and that actually is true because I told that story at Fillmore's, but and I made some joke about it, and she pulled out. Well, I think it was a vibrator or something, but I was like, whoa! I had to ask her what it was because I'm chaste and a preacher. But she was like, "Look what I got." I'm like, I don't know how to recover from that. I asked her if I could borrow it.
Okay.
But she didn't let me, so.
Oh, wow. Why would you need it for, though?
I was going to make eggs, so I was going to mix the scrambled eggs. But she was a vegan, so she'd have to throw it away.
Oh, wow. That's so good one. Oh, man. Shout out to, what's her name? Carrie?
Carrie.
Yeah, Carrie. Carrie's great. Yeah.
I should invite her on here. That'd be interesting.
Oh. She would talk the whole time for sure.
Would she?
Yeah. She would lead this show.
I bet. That's fine. I don't mind people lead. I kind of want my guests to talk a lot. You know what I mean? What was his name? Damien. How's Damien? Yeah, I haven't heard from him, huh? I missed the guy. He was the first one, and I haven't heard from him since.
Yeah, I think he's got busy. He's funny. I liked him like from the first time, and like the first time I met him, I think he came to one of our open mics, and then we had a show. And you and me, we've been on a lot of shows together. I think almost every show that either one of us has been on, the other one's been on there. Very few without him. But we were on that show, and that's another one where I filled in when Ryan got sick at the Cactus, and he came to that show. And then from then on, or it might have been a different time when I was at the Cactus, actually. The other time we were there. I don't remember. But he started coming, and he was coming to the open mics, and he did really well. Like, there's only been a few that have done, like, really well, like, the first or second time, and they're like, this guy's ready. And that he was one that was like that, too. Like, he came out, like, once or twice, and like, yeah, we can put this guy on shows. He knows how to handle the crowd. He does a lot of callbacks, which are really good. He's funny. I kind of miss him. Come back, Damien. We haven't seen you in a while.
Come back, Damien. This is a highlight.
We saw the his skits and stuff on TikTok are really good too. They're funny if you watch them.
Yeah, TikTok. He got me on the For You page once. I don't know if I told you about that. Yeah, on TikTok. Yeah. One of his scary stories had popped up on the TikTok. It was a For You, and I was like, where are these views going? Because sometimes I'll get a bunch of likes out of nowhere. And I'm like, what in the world? What's going on here? And it was Damien's video, and I was like, oh, Damien.
Cool.
You know what I mean?
Sweet.
So, yeah, I need to bring those back, but I'm trying to work on that right now. Wait, what do you got to say about Damien? He's
very sweet. The only thing we really have to bond over is that we both have toddlers, Oh,
okay. So they've never met, huh? No. You never brought your kid around his kid. Hey, get along.
Well, you're not supposed to talk about children's fight club,
Oh.
Don't know.
Is that what happens? I don't have kids, so like.
Yeah, my kids beat his kid's ass, so he doesn't come around anymore. Okay, he's embarrassed.
Well,
that's what happened.
But do kids actually do that? Like, do they actually just start fighting on there? Okay, that's just.
I don't know, but it might have been justified because I think that he taught her kid the N-word. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Maybe not. I don't know.
Dane can get away with that. My blonde hair, blue eyed child will never be able to get away with that.
No. Yeah. Poor kids. But okay, I don't know. So that's just your kid. I thought, okay, we got it. When you introduce them, you got to be careful. No. They just start swinging.
They're not like wild dogs. They're not gonna.
And we're talking about kids in general, right? And what ages are they? Like what, 2, 3 year olds? Yeah. I guess. Okay, so you just got to be careful. I don't know. I don't have kids, bro. I don't know if you have to like hold their hand and then the parent has to hold their hand. All right, shake. Or do they just like how cats are when they just see each other and they
just attack?
Yeah. Kids do that too.
Kids do that too. They pick up the nearest object and they just start swinging at the other kid.
Okay, I don't have kids, bro. I don't know. Look, I don't know how that works.
They start lifting their leg on the couch and stuff. It's like, this is mine. They have to rub their nose in it, throw them in the yard. Mm-hmm. Oh no, that's a dog. Kids. That's why they wear diapers.
Wow. I can't wait to have kids.
Right.
And I would say that. How dare you say that? No, you will not. Okay, calm down, lady. Anyways, who's the next one? Hold on, I'm saving like the best ones for last. Oh, the Morgan. Let's talk about Morgan. Let's say positive things about Morgan.
I have nothing nice to say about Morgan.
God damn.
Morgan's an ass.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm over that. I love Morgan. He's sweet. He's good. He's really funny. He's handsome, you know, so he has that going for him. I brought my friend to the open mic at the 806 the other night. She was messaging me afterwards. So, is your friend single?
Oh, Morgan.
I was like, maybe. Well, he's cute.
Yeah, the handsome man.
Yeah, we all know. We all know. You're handsome, Morgan.
Good job, Morgan.
Well, that's what I hate about Morgan, because I like to hang around ugly people, so I look good by contrast.
That's
and
why
he
me and
kinda-
Kurt always hang out.
Yeah.
Wow.
No, that's not true.
Wow.
That's not true. I'm talking about like ugly guys. But that's why I don't like him, because he ruins the bell curve for all of us. That's why I always like Bill Murray. He was funny, but I love to see a butt ugly guy like do really well in like everything. It gives me hope. But then you got Morgan come in. No, but he's funny. I really like Morgan. He's like he has like, I don't know why he was like, he's been coming to things forever. Like even probably before we were there, actually, when they first started doing those open mics again at the Crab. And he finally went up the first time, and it was hilarious. Like he's really good. He puts a lot of work into it and everything. He's great.
Yeah. Shout out to you, Morgan. We don't have much to say about you, but I need you on the stage, my boy.
Right.
You're funny.
Yeah.
Damn, send this to him, please. Thank you. The next one, oh my gosh, who's the other one? There's others. Okay, now let's get into the bigger ones. Okay, so also this one's he'll be one of my last ones. Kevin Mason.
Yeah.
Where's he been? How's he been?
So he doesn't usually come to the open mic. So go ahead. You can.
Just talk at the same time, and I'll be like, guys, stop.
Do you want us to do Jacob and Hobby?
Yeah.
Here in a minute. Oh, I forgot. Sorry. We'll do here in a
No,
minute.
I meant like.
Oh yeah. Here in a minute.
Our impressions.
So yeah, Jake. Who was it? He's doing good. Yeah,
Kevin.
it's always positive with that guy, huh? Yeah, I can't really say much about
Yeah,
him.
you can't say anything, but he's funny. He does crowd works, and I told him this one time, because I don't know, it was a year and a half ago. I was in Oklahoma City, and I went to see D.L. Hughley at one of the comedy clubs down there in Bricktown, at Bricktown Comedy Club actually. And he did, of course, D.L. Hughley does a lot of crowd work. And I was like, Kevin can hang with him any day of the week. Kevin does better crowd work. I remember that show when you and Ryan came over at the gym that time.
Yep.
And
Contagion.
that's probably the one that got Ryan like doing comedy, I think, because.
Oh, that's the one that made Ryan hate comedy.
Oh.
After that, he was like, I don't want to get picked on. I don't want to go to mics anymore. I don't want to go to shows. And he didn't come around for a while. And then eventually he was like, you know what? You love this. I want to be supportive of you. He was like, I'm just going to try it myself. And maybe I'll feel more comfortable. So that's whenever Ryan started.
Oh, yeah.
Because
I knew it had something
picked
to
on
do.
him
Like,
too well.
I knew it like it had an impact, but yeah, Kevin's really good. Like he can pick people in the crowd. I mean, all of it you put a lot of work into, but he does crowd work really well.
He does.
Yeah. Okay. So what do we have now? No, I don't think no one says anything about him. He's one of
we can't talk shit on him, you know? He's a big, scary black guy. Whip our ass.
Yeah, he'll be one of my. I think if he wants to, I'd like to have him on one of my last ones. I don't know if he gets along with unless he wants to bring one of his friends.
Yeah. He's good. I mean, he's funny. He does a lot of shows. Or he does a number of shows in Lubbock and stuff.
Oh, okay.
You know, with like Timothy and some of those guys over there. He's funny.
Yeah.
Timothy's funny too. I was on a show with him before, but he's pretty funny. They're funny guys.
Real quick, can you hand me that bottle? And then, shout out to you, Mason. Hopefully, I'll get a hold of you. It might be a while till I get him. September is gonna be. We'll see how it goes. Now we can get to my favorites. Well, Mason is my favorite.
Yeah.
Let's get into Javi.
Javi's our bestie.
Yeah, like-
us three are besties.
Is he?
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, and it's such a weird like combination of like, in any other circumstance, we would probably walk past each other on the street, and if it wasn't for comedy, we wouldn't. And those guys, like these are the two that I like. We talk very regularly, and we talk about like our lives and stuff.
Yeah.
And so like, yeah, Javi's great. Like Javi's funny. Javi, like he leans into that. He's built a really funny comedic persona, and he leans into it. Like he's got the long hair and the tie-dye shirts, and Oh, he's funny. He does that. He does that bit about being the gay Jesus, and that's funny. Or the one where he talks about he could be a decoy for Hanson versus Predator or whatever. That's funny too because he's so short. No, I can't. I don't. You can't. He's another one. Like you can't. You just can't say bad stuff about him. Yeah. Like Hobby's amazing. Like he and I joke because our kids are like the same age. Like and his daughter's going to school like 30 miles from like where Caleb's going.
Okay.
But like he's like 12 years younger than me or 11. Like he literally had his kids before he could drive.
Yeah,
you know,
I heard about that.
That's crazy. He raised them. He's really an amazing like just guy. So
I love Hobby.
Okay, she loves Hobby. I was expecting something else.
No, let me think. Hold on, I'll get something back.
She's gonna say something,
Taylor.
She's gonna get you. Hobby.
He doesn't. Sometimes his fingernails get long.
Oh come on, bro.
And that's gross.
Maybe
fingernails.
Maybe he doesn't bathe regularly. I don't know. I'm just kidding. I have no idea what to say. I'm terrible about saying bad stuff about people. I don't know.
It's all good, man. That's just everyone else is talking. Of course, as a joke, everyone talks.
Yeah, I know
about everybody.
I say bad stuff about myself. I do a lot of like self-deprecating stuff. It's hard for me to insult other people.
It's okay, Kurt.
Even as a joke.
That's okay, Kurt. Because we got Colin. We love Colin. I love you, Colin. I want you back pretty soon. Yeah, I have nothing to say about him, do you?
Something bad?
Something good or bad, I don't care. We just love Colin. They're so nice, Colin. This is a good group. The halos and everything.
I don't know.
I met Colin at the 211. It was no, I'm just kidding.
Too, Kurt. Get it right. Damn it.
I don't really hang out at gay bars. Is that a gay bar?
He owns them.
Yeah, I should buy a gay bar. I always wanted to own like a gay sports bar and call it the Tight End. I don't know why. That's
Fun.
What?
Sorry.
That was so random. Okay, we love you.
Colin. I got that idea from Colin. No, wow. I'm just kidding.
Colin is very intimidating.
He is. Yeah, he kind of is.
Yeah. That is one thing that's probably a thing that you might say that's bad about him because like if you're trying to engage, like early on, you're trying to gauge how you're doing at those open mics.
He just sits there like...
Colin's not the one to help you gauge. However, I will say this, like, he just sits there and you're like, is this funny or not? Other people are laughing. He's like, with his little beard, bald head. And then, but when he laughs, it's like, you feel like it's Christmas. Like angels singing in the background. That was funny. Colin laughed.
Yeah.
We did.
I remember after our newbie show, after we were all finished, I walked up to him. I was like, "Are you proud of us, Dad?" And he told me, he was like, whenever you said that to me, that's like the first time I thought you actually kind of liked me because everybody just thinks I'm an asshole. Everybody thinks I'm a bitch. I don't know why. People think I'm mean.
Is that what he said?
He didn't say that. He was like, that's when I thought we were okay with each other. Oh my because God. I joked around with him.
Oh man, all right, cool. That's so good, man. Love you, Colin. Shout out. This is another Wednesday clip, I think. Yeah. All right, guys, go all out. Jacob what? I call him Ramstein, the Duhas. What's his last name?
Rapstein.
Yeah.
I'll call him Ramstein the whole time.
They like to call him Rapestein.
Damn.
You know.
All right, go on.
Oh, Jacob.
He does have that funny mustache.
He's always stinky. Take a shower, Jacob. Stop wearing clothes out of the back of your truck.
Jacob's funny because like most everybody likes him and laughs because he's really funny, but it does get on his nerves. Like, because I have a small subsection of people that think I'm freaking hilarious, and what's funny is most of them are Jacob's redneck friends, and it makes him mad because they like you more than they like me, and they're his freaking friends. They hang out with him and whatnot.
Jacob is just constantly putting me down. He always has, and I really appreciate it. He's the only one that's ever really honest with me. He's like, "Yo, that fucking sucked. Girls aren't funny.
Yeah.
Maybe you should take some joke lessons."
He does say that. I remember one time, like, Colin made some joke. I don't remember. Like, Colin did an impression of him or something, and he like took it to heart. He like talked to me afterward. He was like, "Did I really do that, man?" It's like,
wow.
It's a caricature, dude. I don't know, but yes, you do.
Jacob, we love you.
Yeah, no,
Jacob.
Jacob's great. Jacob has got such a funny style, like, because he can say things that if I said it or almost anybody else said it, it would just fall flat. But because it wouldn't be funny, but he can say anything and it's almost anything and it's hilarious. Mm-hmm. And I think it's because I'm gonna take this off because I keep scraping the.
That's fine. That's good.
I think it's because he. It looks like it's the first time he's heard it too when he tells it. Have you ever noticed that? Like he looks like he's reading it for the first time too. It's funny. He has a really good presentation. He's got a good persona like that.
Yeah. That dude comes up with jokes like on the spot. Like he'll get a paper and.
Yeah.
And then it just out of nowhere it just comes out. I'm like, damn.
Remember at the show the other night, whenever he was like, I get nervous around pretty black girls.
Oh yeah.
Handing out jello shots. She went out with us afterwards.
Did you? Where'd you
And then
go?
I think he like took her home.
Oh wow, damn.
Hey, so I got a text message from like 2 or 3 days ago. He was on the tractor. He's like, she's coming out to meet me on the tractor at 6 or something. I'm like, but he might actually marry her. Who knows? I'll tell them I'll do the
Jacob
wedding.
has game. It's
he really
crazy.
does.
Yeah.
I've been out with him a few times. He gets the bitches.
Does it really, Jacob?
Oh, yeah.
Hold the hell.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Where'd y'all go after that though? They said they were gonna hit me up, but they never did. So I ended up going to a rave instead.
Yeah, don't count on them to ever follow up with anything. They're just stuck in their own little worlds. But we went to Pub 26.
Okay. Yeah, I know what
Is that right?
That's is it right here or is
It's like right over here.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I went over there. Okay, cool. Who all went there?
Me, Ryan, Jacob, and Javi.
Oh, okay.
I think that's all. And then that girl came.
Wow.
Who else was with us?
Not
I
me.
think that's all.
Not me.
They don't never invite
You're
me.
young.
We were singing karaoke. Javi was talking to girls too. He was
Oh, yeah.
getting it.
I bet.
Yeah,
I bet he was.
it was great. Fun time.
Yeah.
Javi's funny. He wants to do a benefit show to raise money for his vasectomy. I'm not even lying. That's what he told me the other day. I was like, hey, I'm all on board for that. I'll do a show to make sure Javi doesn't procreate anymore.
Wow. little hobbies with little people like long hair and dye shirts.
Yeah.
Just an image of Javi but shorter.
Yeah.
5 of them running around.
That would be super short. It'd be like a Javi mini me.
Yeah, I've never seen his children, but I assume they're what?
His son was at. I saw his son. Met his son the other day. His son was at the circus room one night.
Oh, nice.
A couple weeks ago. Last time I was there. I wasn't there last week or this week, but I was there.
Is he
last
taller than Javi?
week. He was sitting down the whole time, but he looks a lot like Javi.
Yeah.
Long hair and everything.
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
Not as long and fluffy, but it is longer.
Oh wow, that's
And
cool.
Sweet.
But he's
Strange.
pretty cool. He was. Javi's like he tells him y'all need to do it too. Like y'all need. He said they're funny too, but
Are they really?
he didn't go up or anything, so I don't know. But I would assume so.
That's cool, man. Dude, just introduce. Okay, Javi has a daughter and you have a son, and they're like going to Chicago. Let them meet.
I told them like way back. I said we should. If they would have been going at the same time to move into their dorms, I was like, dude, just hop in with us, because. But she had to go. I think this week. I think she's gonna be there. Or is it next week or something?
No, he went Thursday after. He said at the open mic at the 806, he was like, man, I gotta get up in the morning and go to Chicago tomorrow. So
That's a long drive.
Yeah.
Because I've done
they
it.
already went.
Drive?
Yeah.
Y'all don't fly out there? Oh, wait,
Well-
never mind. It's college. You gotta, never mind.
You gotta take all of everything. I usually fly the times I've gone. I did find out. It makes Caleb mad, but I did find out there's a train out of Dodge City. Okay, I'm gonna do that sometimes just because I think it'd be cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
I
Several
was told trains are actually really fun.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah,
mind
I've
trying
never
it. I wouldn't mind. It's little. I guess it's not as fast as a plane, but
Right.
pretty experience.
Well, the only one I ever rode was that one at Wonderland. You know.
That doesn't count, Kurt.
Yeah, Kurt, not playing. Yeah, they just get them to meet. How many hours is it from here to Chicago?
I left. I think it was like when I left from Perryton. When I took Caleb up there. Usually we fly, but for some reason in April we went, and I don't remember why we drove, but we drove. I think it was just so we could see how long it was going to be and all of that, and I think it was like 16 hours.
Okay, that's not as okay, but it is pretty long. That's not to me. That's not too bad.
Yeah, no, I mean I drive.
That is long though. Yeah, I do too. Because my mom's from the 956. I don't know if it's the complete opposite of Amarillo.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the Valley. You ever heard of that?
Yeah.
You know what that's at? You ever heard of the Valley? So it's just the border of Texas, like the very, very south down there.
Okay.
And there's like cities connected, and they all just call it the Valley. You got like Edinburgh and Champaign and all just kinds of cities. So it's like to better put it, it's like Amarillo's connected to each other, but like this would be like a small town, and then connected to it would be like a big town. You know,
Yeah.
it's kind of like that, but it's all connected towards the border like that, and then so that's where my mom's family is. So I drive 12 hours out there just to take her,
Gee.
but it's not too bad. It's just
Yeah.
just once you get to San Antonio, it's like wow, you know what I mean? That's how it is. Yeah, so that's the 956. So not people know. So what I've learned is here in Texas, a lot of people don't necessarily know much about Amarillo, and then not a lot of people know about 956 out there. You know? I don't know if y'all know. I don't know if y'all been to like Dallas, Austin, Houston. Like, where are you from? I'm from Amarillo. What's that? I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, it's up here. Oh, I never heard of that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, okay. So that's just something that.
Yeah, I lived in Houston for a long time, for like, I don't know, like 10 or 12 years or something.
Hey, what brought you here then?
Well, I grew up in Pampa.
Okay.
And then I moved to Houston, and I would move. I moved to Houston, and then I moved back to Dumas for a little while. Then I moved back to Houston several years ago, and then we finally moved back after, I ended ministry or whatever. But yeah, like it is different. But nobody's ever heard Amarillo except for the song.
Yeah.
I do remember that, so because I used to wear boots a lot.
Yeah.
But I didn't wear hats.
Yeah.
And people are like, how come you don't have a hat on? I'm like, I don't work at the feedlot. I mean, I'm not a cowboy. Just 'cause you can really tell, like, people down there, everybody that ever looked at livestock at any point thinks they're a cowboy. Like, and their FFA, they show, like, chickens and turkeys and stuff, and I never heard of that. When I was up here, I grew up in Pampa. There were people that showed rabbits, and our ag teacher made fun of them.
Really?
They're like rabbits, or whatever for a show, and so
Shout out to rabbits.
yeah, she has rabbits that like free roam in her house.
I was told about that. How does that work?
What do you mean?
Are they like dogs? You just let them roam around?
Yeah, they're like litter box trained.
Are they really?
They know tricks.
What?
They're so smart.
Wow.
And
I
they
didn't know
have
that.
like great personalities.
From experience, though, don't eat the Cocoa Puffs at her house.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Sometimes there's little poops, but
Just-
that's
it's
only
not-
when they're ready for me to change their litter box.
Wow, dude. Are they like cats? Can they just sit on your lap or anything? No, they don't do that?
Sometimes when they want attention, they will come up to you for attention.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Do they bite or anything?
No,
Do
they
scratch?
don't bite. They'll scratch if you pick them up. They don't like to be held.
Oh, wow.
They like to just chill on their own,
Okay.
Whenever I was pregnant, my rabbit Eeyore, he slept with me every single day
Wow.
when I was
Okay.
pregnant. I know, and then after that, before that and after that, he wants nothing to do with me. But
Wow.
Well, there's like 2 of them, and they look delicious.
that's another thing Jacob does. He always wants to eat my rabbits.
Oh, wow.
Always,
Okay.
and I hate it. You will not eat my rabbits, Jacob.
So let me tell you something. So what I wanted to do in the future, and maybe November, December, I wanted to get a group, because I'm going to move this table over here, and I'm going to get a bigger one, and I might want to see if I can move. I really want a bigger spot, but what I wanted to do is just get a bigger table, get the comedians, get like 5 of them. I was told I can't get all of y'all, because I don't know, that's what I was told. Have you ever done that before? Have you ever gotten together one day? I know that show, but have you ever just like all sat on a big old table together? Have you ever done that before? Like actual be that?
Yes, but not in view of the public. I mean, we've all sat around and having. Usually, it's at open mics. That's kind of when we see each other, other than the few of us that see each other in different contexts, I guess. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. But there's a lot of, I guess, socializing there.
Oh, okay.
Right.
They just keep telling me, "Don't do that, Brian. Don't do that." I'm like, really? Yeah. So they want to be above each other. Or something. I don't know. That's what they all told me. Yeah, that's what they told me. Like everyone, like they're all gonna try to outdo each other. It would be a mess, is what they was told me. So I was like, all right, well, I gotta throw the Avengers out, and I gotta.
I think it'd be fun. I think we should do it.
Yeah.
If I come back home for Christmas, you gotta.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh
figure it
yeah,
out.
I would do something with you guys. I don't know who I'm in, because like I said, after Mason, it'll be like, all right, regroup, bring 2. I think I wanted to hope I could like swap, like just all right. So now it'd be like Colin and Hobby, then Jacob and Denelli or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Just like flip flop, with everyone else. I was gonna ask you. So whenever I bring you guys on, do y'all have to ask Colin, or do y'all just come?
No.
Okay, I thought y'all. Had
We joked about that, but like we kind of sometimes joke. But Colin, like we were. I don't want to say worried, but Javi and I had a conversation when all that started at the circus room, because we're like, we don't want it to. We're like, we better talk. We don't have to ask permission. I mean, he's not our boss, but we're like, I don't want him to. We don't want to overstep anything, and and Colin and like everybody's like, nah, dude, we support whatever y'all are doing.
Nice.
So it's not like it's not. I mean, it's not. He's not like a union boss. You know, he's not like Jimmy Hoffa. He's. I mean, he's just what he really does. He's very analytical, and his job, I assume, does that as well. But he does all the business aspects of booking and contacting. He's really good at that kind of thing. But he's certainly not like a boss or like anything
You
like
can't do that. You have to
Yeah.
ask me permission. Speaking of that, real quick, Colin, can you start doing merch? Thank you. I want to buy a T-shirt. Thank you.
Oh,
I said that the other
That would
day,
be
too.
so fun. Yeah. I need t-shirts.
T-shirts.
I said that in the group chat, and like I was like,
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
even throw down some money, and everybody was like, nobody listens to me. I was like, I'll even throw down some of the money for the first one because I'd gone to this comedy show here a couple months ago, and there was all these people there and whatever, and it was at the Globe Center, and I was like, dude, this would be a perfect venue for like a T-shirt, somebody just wearing a T-shirt to kind of advertise. Colin does have a hat. I know there have been at one point caps because they came to Caleb's graduation and Colin had a hat, and I was like, that's pretty cool.
It had Yellow City on it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's cool. Colin, merch, if you can. And even if it's small, I'll buy it. Thank you. A shirt, a sticker, I'll put it on the back of my truck. Yellow City, yay. No?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. That'd be fun. Ride into Pennsylvania with a Yellow City Comedy sticker on the back of my car.
And then you're going to get your Pennsylvania comedy and put it over.
I wouldn't put it over.
But don't
Put it
put
aside.
but don't put Bomb City Comedy because you might get arrested
Oh, yeah.
in Pennsylvania.
That's right.
Is Pennsylvania a red state or a blue state?
It's a swing state actually.
What's a swing
It'll
state?
get me all political, but no, it's one that is often in play. It's probably leans blue, but it's often in play during presidential elections. So they really fight for it.
Oh, okay.
You can see, like in the last election,
Oh, okay.
I used to do this for a living, so I won't talk about this for forever because I can. But in the last election, they elected their lieutenant governor into the Senate against Dr. Oz, and so Dr. Oz was a Republican, and it was very, very close.
Oh, wow. Okay.
So yeah,
So that's
it's kind of a swing.
So a swing is more both. It's
Yeah, it can go. It was like that in Ohio. There's a few of them that are in play. Texas isn't now. It's going to trend. Well, this isn't a political point, but it's going to trend that. It's starting to trend that way. You'll see it.
You think
Like it used to be very solidly red.
Yeah.
Oklahoma solidly red. In 2016, every single county in Oklahoma went for Trump. Every single one.
Yeah.
That wasn't the case in Texas. You have but it's starting to, because you've had people move in and things like that. So you're starting to see it moderate. Texas moderate a little, and then you have the. I don't want to get into this, so I'll stop. But
It's all good. No, I do
So,
want.
yeah.
I do want to political.
Yeah.
And once the election comes, I really would like a political on both sides here one day.
Yeah.
I know a guy that's blue. I like to just have his side, and then someone on the red to have that side. You know, hopefully see how that turns out. I don't know if I can make that happen, but I just don't want conflict. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want
no, sure.
I don't want to know. You know, comment section full of and then the other side comment section, and I'm just like, man, guys, I just want to hear. You know what I mean? I'm not the type that's
Any press is good press. Just saying. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, I don't know that. Damn, I'm already swinging by. All right. Yeah, what were we saying?
Do you want
Pennsylvania.
us to talk
Oh,
shit
yeah.
on other people?
she's moving to
Are we
Pennsylvania.
done? We already got them all, huh?
No, we didn't talk about Gabe.
Oh, we did. Oh my gosh, bro, Gabe and Caleb. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, let's start with Caleb. We love you, Caleb.
Start with Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb.
I love Caleb too.
She's up.
No, he'll tell me to shut the fuck up a lot. So
Really?
That's fun.
Dude, you know what I like about your son?
And then he'll apologize afterwards
Really?
because he's a sweet kid.
I like how he's like he's so unfiltered, like crowd work, and he just talks. Like what do you tell that? Okay, remember at the that one spot, the vodka place.
Oh yeah, Bomb City.
You're talking to the girl out there in front of him, and he's like, he's underage or something, and all that stuff. I was like, God dang, bro. I love in my opinion, I think he was like the best one that night.
Yeah, he did really well that night. He's funny. He's leaned into that being underage thing. So now he's 18, so he's kind of lost it. But he would really do that. Like he does pretty good at crowd work like that. He'll pick some, middle-aged lady and talk about how he likes cougars and whatever.
Wow, he does
It's
that.
funny. And then you know what's funny though? And I don't know if this is because this is how he was raised in the other part of his life, but like I've seen him on more than one occasion. He did it in Lubbock too. And then afterward, he goes up to, I'm sorry, it was just a joke. You know, he's like, I think they know that. I mean, he's pretty funny.
Oh man, you did a good job though, man. You know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. I saw your TikTok, kind of made me sad about it.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, Dad, I'm going to school, or you know, I got you ready for it, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, he's been his whole life. It's kind of an interesting story. Like I can tell like real stories about him. But so we moved up from Houston when he was in the 5th grade.
Okay.
When he was in the 4th grade, I used to do like clean comedy and like for churches and like Rotary clubs and whatever back when he was that young.
Yeah.
And so he wanted to do stand up for his like school talent show, and that's kind of how it started.
Oh, nice.
And he did like the kid never had stage fright, which was weird.
Oh, nice.
And I was in ministry then, so I was preaching every Sunday, and stuff like that. So I was never uncomfortable in front of crowds. But he never had stage fright at all. Like I had to work through that when I was young. He never did.
Nice.
He was even when he was in the 4th grade, and so 5th grade, I wrote a set for him in 4th grade. I wrote one for him when we moved up in 5th grade. By 6th grade, we kind of split it half and half. But he did really well. But when we moved up from Houston, or north of Houston, we lived in Conroe, we moved up there to Perryton. He absolutely hated it. Because you come from, you can go to anything. We used to go to ball games at Minute Maid. We came from that to Perryton, where it's an hour to the nearest Walmart. So, it's kind of he didn't have many friends because, he just didn't know anyone. He had one friend. He's still really, really good friends with that kid. And through all of that, through comedy, he got involved in being on stage doing plays. And then he found his friends, he found his niche, and he was like, this is just where I want to be. So he's known since he was in the 4th grade what he wanted. He's always wanted to be in comedy. He's always wanted to act. He can sing. Like I hope he makes it famous so I can retire early. But I don't know.
He's most likely will, man. He's so good, man.
Well,
so funny, man.
And that's where he's going to college. I don't know that I'm not trying to. Obviously he's my kid, so I'll project a little bit on him, but. Yeah. But he's putting himself in a position to where, at the very least, he'll make really good connections because, he'll do a semester at Columbia College Chicago where he's going. He'll do a semester at the Second City. That's where a lot of improv comics, very famous improv comics, have come through there. Either that or the Groundlings. A lot of them come through both of those. Groundlings is in L.A. Okay. Second City's in Toronto and in Chicago now, and they have one in New York as well. But he gets to do a semester there, but it just puts you in contact. There's been a number of people who've gone through that college who have become famous.
Oh, nice.
People on Saturday Night Live, people who are writers, people who are musicians. So I think he's good. And so it is kind of touching, but yeah, I knew that's what he wanted to do from a young age. And so when he started looking, he was like looking for college when he was a junior. He's like, oh, I'm looking at different schools. And I'm like, you can go to WT. No, I don't want to do that. I was like, well, you can do this or that. He said, well, maybe, but that's not where he wants to be. He looked at it. He was like, I want to go to NYU. And then through one, I don't even know how he got in contact with Columbia, but once he found out and read about the program and everything, it's like I said, he didn't even apply anywhere else. Yeah. And he got in, and he got a scholarship, and so he's going to be pretty good. But it's going to be sad. I probably will cry when I drop him off. It's next week or a week and a half away. So.
Taylor too.
Yeah, I've already cried when Taylor said I'm moving.
I know, Taylor. Gosh, damn.
Sorry.
We'll get to that after break. Go ahead and talk.
Can I talk about my son real fast?
Yeah, go ahead. You got 2 minutes.
Okay, so my son, he came in my room the other morning about 6 a.m.
What?
He came in my room.
Oh, okay.
And he said, Mom, I have to pee. So I took him to the bathroom, right?
No.
He had a little baby boner. He looks down at it and he goes, Mom, my penis is big, huh? Yeah, but he goes, I need to get it small again. And I said, okay. And then he peed.
It's better. I did that when I was a kid in my own. They told me just to rub it until it goes away. I'm sorry. I'm totally joking. I was not molested as a kid, so.
How old is your son?
He's 3.
3? Can kids get like that? I
Get
guess.
get little pee boners?
Yeah.
Morning wood? Sure.
They can? I didn't know that. I thought that was just teenage. That's when it starts. Oh, I didn't know that. That's just weird.
I mean, it's not like sexual, you know?
No,
You just
I know.
really
I
have
just
pee.
didn't.
Have you had to pee in the morning before?
Yeah.
You
I
have
just.
a boner?
Yeah. It's just.
And now we've moved to the portion of the show where we talk about Brian's erections.
Yeah. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Gabe, talk about my boy Gabe. Gabe.
Yeah,
He came in my room one morning.
she wasn't there. He was just in there. What's this mess on the bed? No, sorry. I'm going to hell, but at least I'll be with friends. No. Gabe. I love Gabe. He looks like a lesbian. He's my favorite lesbian.
Wow. There
No,
you go.
he's funny. Like Gabe, whenever I first started coming and watching the shows before we were on them or anything, like he had some of the funniest jokes. Gabe is really good at hosting. Taylor is too. That's a whole other thing. But like Gabe,
Oh, wow. Okay.
Gabe is a really good host. Like he can come up with like insults on the spot and it's insane. Like he can just like pow, like just off of something like, and not mean, but you know like that you need to do as hosting. Gabe's funny.
He is. He got me really good one time. We had a show at Cactus, and I got this dress that I really liked that I wore to the show. And whenever he was calling me up, he was like, well, Taylor dressed for her first communion today.
Wow.
So,
Guys, what's a communion?
are you...
Yeah, what's a
I just assumed since you were brown that you were Catholic.
Oh, no, I'm not. I was never.
That's only mildly racist.
My.
The racism begins.
I'm sorry.
God damn it.
I'm sorry.
You're going to hell now. No. No, growing up, my parents were really like Protestant hardcore. And to them, other religions were frowned upon somehow.
Sweet.
So I just went with it. As I've gotten older, it's like, oh, it doesn't work that way. No.
Well, for that, it's when a child is like baptized in the Catholic Church when they're an infant or whatever, and then they're confirmed, and then they'll have their first communion, and it's a big event, so they dress nice for it and all of that when they're of whatever age. Not that I have any. I mean, I was never Catholic. I know I joke about it in my sets, but that's the little that I know about that.
Okay. I went to a Catholic church. I ain't gonna lie, it was pretty nice. It was nice. I don't know if you've ever been on a child. I went to one. It was really nice. I have nothing against it really. I just enjoyed it that one day.
I've been to like weddings and funerals, and I know that my knees could not take me up and down and up and down. One time though, I had a friend that like got drunk in a bar and like stumbled into a Catholic church.
What?
And like he went into that confessional or whatever, and the priest was like, he just sat there for a while, and the priest was like, "Can I like help you, my son, or whatever?" And the guy goes, "Yeah, you got any paper on your side?" That's a horrible joke. Sorry.
Anyways, okay, so no, but just my parents were like hardcore on that, and then it's crazy because my brother got baptized when they were young, like kids. I didn't get baptized till I was 21, and so one day I brought it up to my mom. I was like, "Hey," because we were eating dinner, and I was like, "Mom, Dad, I have a question." And they're like, "Yeah, how come I've never been baptized?" And real quick, what? You've never been baptized? I was like, "Yeah." Well, I didn't know I was supposed to. And then that weekend, the next day, the pastor came to my house. "All right, here's this paper. Sign it. You're gonna be baptized this Sunday." And I got baptized, and it was like quick.
Wow.
But they lost their minds when I told them that. I don't know how baptism works. I mean, I'm just saying, like they were like losing their minds. Like, I cannot believe we never baptized you. And yeah, in the end. So we're gonna start drinking now.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Let's do it.
Yeah, we're gonna go to break, and then we'll talk about that in a second. Let's take our sponsors. All right. One. This video is okay. It's not sponsored. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here with the Yellow City Comedians. Okay, so here's what I wanted to do in the future, and we're doing it now. So what I wanted to do with the comedians was I wanted to, get together sometime November, December-ish, get a group of us, get a bottle, and take a couple shots, and then go from there. Taylor randomly decided to do that now, and well, it's Taylor's farewell because this is her last time living here in Amarillo. I figured, why not? So Taylor, show them.
We come in shots, y'all.
I thought we were playing spin the bottle. I didn't. I was kidding.
Yeah.
Come on, dude, come on.
As much as I'd like to see y'all
Oh, God.
touch dicks or whatever,
Gosh, bro.
not tonight.
No, God. Yeah, she's we're doing this. I can't. I don't drink. You know what I mean?
Well,
I
you're
don't
not.
either.
Yeah, it's okay though. I mean, I'm down for it.
I'm not a drinker.
I don't drink either. Here, let me get a roll shot for that last one.
Oh, give it a different glass. He's getting a different glass.
Yeah, I broke my other one
I don't own shot glasses.
whenever I was getting them out of my cabinet, so I just grabbed that one.
Taylor looks like a bartender.
I might have to become a bartender eventually.
You should become a bartender in
In Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh.
Okay, pour it in this one instead.
Jesus. I mean, if that's what you're into.
Show him the glass you're gonna pour it in. See, instead of that, we'll use
Yeah,
this
just
right here.
that's a shot right there.
Well, a shot.
The
in
rest of the
gummies.
show would be really fun if somebody drank that much.
Jacob.
Oh, so easy. I don't know.
Talk to the camera.
Okay, camera. This episode is sponsored by alcohol. Alcohol. It can fix some of your problems, or it can make even more problems for you.
I like how you put it in like a fancy bottle when you really just poured it out like a radiator in your backyard before you came here.
Don't tell them about my moonshine
A
business in my
radiator.
backyard.
Moonshine.
Cute.
Remember that show where they had the guy that made the moonshine or whatever, that old guy? Popcorn or whatever.
Oh god, no chasers, nothing.
No,
Let's do this.
we're just gonna raw dog
We're
it.
all talking.
I'm probably gonna like tear up. I don't drink.
Yeah, do I? But
Okay, cheers, boys.
cheers, Taylor. What do you want to cheers to?
Cheers to prosperity in our future endeavors.
Okay.
Are you supposed to just?
Just drink it.
I'm gonna cough. It's like cough syrup.
No, it's not that bad.
Oh, it's not bad at all. That was
Yeah.
pretty good.
This is a really good vodka.
Yeah, just drink it and then like double swallow. No, not like that. Straight.
No, just
like
pour
the-
it
It's gonna
down your
burn.
throat hole.
There you go. Oh,
I don't drink. This is why I don't drink.
Oh god.
It tastes like cough syrup.
Yeah. was that a joke? That was real. I thought that was an act for Kurt. That's probably the
No,
only
I'm just
shot.
kidding.
Good job, Kurt. Proud of you. Everybody give it up for Kurt.
Alright.
Good job, Kurt. You did it.
Uh,
Oh god, that was good. Little fruity. I remember one time when I first drank. So my first shot ever was a Fireball, and I was 21. I've never drank. Growing up, dude, I never drank.
Nice.
My parents were like, again, very hardcore on that, and they didn't like alcohol at all. Like at all, one drink, they made it seem like you'll go to hell. Well, not like that, but like more like frowned upon. Can you put the bottom floor real quick?
For sure.
And then,
Yeah.
now they were like real hardcore on it. And then as I got older, I started learning that like alcohol is not as bad. It's not too bad, just as long as you don't get drunk. And as I got older, I started to understand that. So I don't really drink as much. I only drink when I'm happy, and that's it. I don't drink when I'm mad or sad. But I don't drink like as much as people think I do. You know? I used to in my mid-20s, every weekend, go to the bar, beer all the time, and then it transitioned to every other weekend, and then I got in a wreck, and I got lucky on that one. And then ever since then, I stopped for like 6 months, and then drank here and there, and then it was until last year in November when something in my life just like I lost so much sense of it, and I just stopped drinking. So, I mean, I still drink, just not like all like every day, you know.
Yeah.
Not every, but I do like enjoy it, you know. That's why I want to do it with you guys. Just like I said, big table, and maybe not Jacob in the group, but I want to do it again. All right, next, let's do it again.
Okay.
I'm not doing it again. You
Yeah,
people can
you good.
drink all you want.
All right, you good? No, not you.
I'm good.
Okay. Yeah, you good, man. No, you good.
I'll cry.
Taylor's gonna be stumbling.
Me?
I'll have to drive
can
Taylor's car
drink.
home.
Can you?
Listen.
She can drink. I've seen it.
No, I can too. I just not no more. Since I don't. This is my okay. I mean, I had beers, but the last time I got real drunk was June. June was the last time. This is when I was on vacation. I blacked out, and I just hadn't drank since. And then see, I only got drunk 3 times this year. That's the man. Usually,
I've actually been drunk 5 times in my entire life. I grew up like you. I was my very religious household. I was in ministry. We didn't drink. I don't have a. I'm like that. I don't have a. I don't. My position on the alcohol is like theologically migrated, but I'm not a big drinker.
yeah, neither am I. I mean, today maybe just for Taylor, might as well. Taylor, we're ready, Taylor! Yay!
Yeah, cheers. Here's to my empty glass.
That's like bad luck and shit.
It's so much easier when there's nothing in the glass.
You don't need no chaser.
Don't you like light it on fire? Or was that just in a movie?
No, you can.
Can with certain alcohols for sure.
One time they put alcohol in there and then they lit it on fire and I was like, whoa! You're supposed to blow it out and then drink it. I'm over here.
Yeah, don't drink fire.
And then it just splattered everywhere and I was like, ah.
Burn your hand.
I didn't get no second degree or anything. It was just embarrassing. I'm like, what? Ah. Yeah. Oh man. Now Jacob, you know what's funny about that episode is it's crazy. I actually had complaints about that episode actually. Yeah, with Jacob. Yeah, I had like 4 people.
I'm sure you did.
And so they were like, dude, the first half was great, but that second half, man, that guy just wouldn't let y'all talk. And I was like, yeah, I know.
That's Jacob.
No, because like they took a break. It was soon a break. So usually they left so I can kind of cool down. So I have to turn off the AC so you can't hear it here. So that's why they left, try to get it cold in here. And then when they came back, Jacob just started like, just walking like, I was like, what the hell? I asked him to bring me some whiskey, just, I'll get a little bit here. And then he was just, if y'all saw the whole thing, then he was like, it was a mess.
Yeah, I know. I watched it.
And I was like, and no, the reason I didn't get to tell this to Caleb and Gabe, but I was frustrated because the night before I had to pick up somebody from the jail for public intoxication because of his dumbass. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He was drunk, and I was like, God damn. So I had to pick him up, and then I had to take him home. But I was already like in a bad mood, and so I was like, cause like alcohol, you know what I mean? I got tired of it. And I was just frustrated about that part of my life. And I was like, all right. So I remember thinking, all right, I gotta go home. I gotta get ready for that episode. I gotta take that off my mind. And so when I came here, and now I had to put up with Jacob. You know what I mean? That's why I was a little more like grumpy about that. Yeah. You know what I mean? If this was a different day, this would have been fine. But the day before, I had to put up with an alcoholic, and now the alcoholic's good now. I mean, he's cleaning up now. And then that's why I was like real frustrated because like Jacob came in here all slurring and everything. So I don't hate Jacob or nothing. I do want to drink with him one day, but it was just that day. I was like, oh my gosh. The day before is what kind of ruined it. If that day before didn't happen, that episode would have been fine. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, dude, it was just wild. I love to have Jacob on sober. He watches his whole thing. He watches on the TV.
Yeah.
He probably watches it while he's driving his tractor.
Probably.
Yeah, man. But anyways,
he makes snap videos all day on the tractor.
Does he really?
Snap videos. He will call the whole group on our Instagram chat. You can call.
Really?
Sometimes. I don't think all of us have ever answered one of his calls, but he's Jacob's very chatty during the day because he's just out on his own on the tractor.
Yeah.
So most of the time it's just requests for, yo, can y'all bring me some cigarettes? Bring me some Fireball.
Fireball. He's always asking for Fireball.
Mm-hmm. Oh, damn. Where'd you go? We love Jacob.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I didn't know he was a farmer. I really didn't know that.
Yeah.
Like I had no idea. I thought he worked like in a warehouse or an office or a team lead somewhere. That's what I thought.
You think Jacob works in an office?
Yeah, like something.
He would not survive in an office, not even for a few hours.
He just thought he swept up at the end of the day and stuff.
Yes. Janitorial duties.
Yeah.
Jacob probably couldn't do that either. He'd just make more of a mess. I don't know.
Yeah.
He would try to clean something up and just make it worse. I'm sure.
I think his parents are they're farmers, but I think they also are teachers or something. I don't remember.
Oh wow.
I don't know.
But he has a degree from OSU and everything too.
Does he really?
Yeah.
If
Does he really? Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. What? He has a degree?
He has a business degree. Yeah, from OSU, from Oklahoma State.
He graduated.
Yeah, because we joked about it because I went to K-State for grad school and we used to joke about that.
What?
Yeah.
How? That makes no sense. I'm sorry. That just doesn't make sense.
He's actually a smart guy, He's he can behave. He can.
He can.
He just, it's more fun to not.
I'm just so confused because, like, okay, just how he is.
Yeah.
That just makes no sense. So, you said OSU?
Mm-hmm. Oklahoma State, yeah.
He went to OSU?
Mm-hmm.
What? Like, I could just picture him partying and that's it. I didn't know he could.
I don't know if he did or not. I've assumed that he did while he was there. But I don't know.
I'm gonna ask him. I want him back.
Surprise,
I really want him
surprise.
back on here
This is
sober.
B-Rye Show exclusive.
Yeah.
Jacob Rapstein.
You heard it here
graduating
first.
College.
Yeah, that is crazy. I did not know that, man.
He's an educated functional alcoholic.
That's true.
That's mean. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just making jokes. He knows.
You want a third one?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Now you people are going to
tits.
be wasted.
You're driving me home, Kurt.
All right.
We came together.
And we're going to my house, right? I'm just joking.
Oh God, dude.
Ryan will kill me.
So going back to swing states,
I'm gonna try the light cross.
Sweet. No, I'm going to put you to work. I'm trying to move. I need help moving my sofa.
sweat all the shit out.
Sweat it all. Yeah, you won't be.
Oh, that is crazy. That's crazy, Jacob. What? That is wild.
Do you
No,
want
he's
like a
actually
half?
really smart now.
A third?
No, I
I
don't
don't think
think
he needs none of that. Poor guy. Have you ever taken a shot before?
No, I have.
Okay,
I'm sure.
So that was an act, right? Because if it was, it looked real.
No, I don't drink. You don't ever see me drink.
Okay, that's fine. No, you're good. You don't have to. I'm just.
But I've taken them before, yeah. I don't
Okay,
actually-
okay. Because that looked like your first one, and just how you reacted to it. I was like, what?
A fun little trick that I learned was you'd take in a deep breath and then you just chug your shot, and whenever you breathe out, like you don't taste it.
Okay.
I'm serious, try it.
Well,
But what's the point of drinking it if you don't taste it?
Well, I'm just saying, if you don't like the burn, if you don't want it to taste like cough
that
syrup,
one wasn't too bad. My method is just swallow twice when I drink. That's what I do.
just let it like
I know.
flow.
I thought the burn was like the point.
No.
Oh.
There's some out there that are just smooth, like you could just drink. Tennessee whiskey would be one of them. Like one of them for me, just smooth, just drinking. I was like, you know what I'm saying? You could just chug the thing. No, I wouldn't do that. What? I mean that.
I don't like whiskey.
You don't like
I'm
whiskey?
No.
So I mean that's my first. Well, not my first, but that's my go-to.
Yeah.
Tequila and whiskey. And
I like
vodka.
tequila.
I like vodka though. It just I prefer straight. Kind of. I don't know. I just drink beer here and there. Drink here, like I said, here and there. But I think my go-to would be whiskey. Jack. That was my first. Like I was on a date one time with some chick, and it was she was like, "Hey, let's go get some whiskey." I was like, "What's whiskey?" So yeah, let's go try it. Yeah, I was
How old were you?
25, I think.
And you said, what's whiskey?
Yeah, I asked her. I was like, "What's whiskey?" Like, yeah, I'll show you. And then we went to Party Stop, and then we went to get Jack Daniels. That was like my first bottle.
Wow.
That was our first date. That was interesting. It was fun.
Did you get shitty?
I did.
Did you barf?
No, I just got
Did you get whiskey dick?
yes.
What's that mean?
Whiskey dick?
Yeah, you people are. I'm getting education. What is it?
You drink too much and your dick doesn't work, so you can't.
So
Kept up,
I couldn't. So like she didn't even want to. So
Yeah.
I dropped her off.
That sounds like a great excuse in the future.
Yeah.
You drank
Just
so
kidding,
much
yeah.
you got whiskey dick, and then you dropped her off.
Yeah. So like it was like we drank, and then I was driving. You know what I'm saying? Because
Dropped her off.
And then it was just, I guess it was a turn off, so I dropped her off, took her home. You know what I mean? Yeah, but at the time I didn't drink. Well, I don't drink
Yeah,
much.
I mean fair. Yeah, this is what we need to be learning in our schools. Okay, we need to learn how to drink.
Yeah.
Well, can't you take like Viagra for that or whatever? Does it not count?
I don't have a penis. I don't really know.
I don't think
how
that's a
they
good
do
idea,
it.
though. I think that's for older.
You're not supposed to mix it.
I don't know. Jacob says
Oh,
he
God.
buys dick pills and fucking energy drinks from the gas station all the time.
Why? No. That sounds like
They
a
have it
bad
at the
idea.
gas station.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can get like
God, I really am
off-brand dick
sheltered.
pills.
It's all right. You're not missing out here, I promise you.
I heard of an old guy that used to like taking a leave in the morning and a Viagra. He said that way his back wouldn't peter out and his peter wouldn't back out. That's the cheesiest joke I've ever heard.
I love it.
I've never heard of
That's
that.
I
stupid.
love it.
Sorry.
It's okay,
Drink.
dude. It's okay, dude. You're not missing out, I promise you. So let me ask you this, Kurt.
Yeah.
Have you ever been to a strip club?
No, but sort of. So, when I first got out of the army like 20 years ago, I came back. I've never went just to go. No. But back when I was like 21 years old, something, I went to work for this company where we sold like just junk door to door, like little soap sets and toys and stuff.
Okay.
And one of the guys that I worked with was like, "Hey, we can go to like these clubs at night, and like it's a we can go to different clubs, but he's like, we can go to strip clubs because the stuff we sold was like $12, $15, $20, and he was like, these strippers always have like $10, $15 on them. They all got kids, and they either that or they got some guy, you know, some horny dude that's willing to shell out the cash like with them. So like a couple times, there used to be a club where Whiskey River, I think.
Oh, here, never
That used to be some sort of a strip club, and I remember we went there for like a couple minutes. We went in like the foyer area or the side area, and we like sold like this stuff to the strippers. That's the only time I've ever been to one. I've never just gone like or anything like that. I've really led a sheltered life.
But it's all good. You're not missing out.
Can we go back to your door-to-door salesmanship? What were you selling?
I wanted to ask that too.
Okay. Actually, no, it was Tupperware. No, we sold. It was like just different things, and it was like there was like soap sets, like decorative soaps.
Okay.
I remember we had like a recorder, like it came with a book, like one of those little like flute things. And
That
like,
is
junk
the most
like that.
serial killer shit I've ever heard. Like, hi ma'am, would you like to see our decorative soaps? Can I see your bathroom? And then you just
This will look
like
great.
bash your head in, tie it up. You know?
Look,
That's terrifying.
don't tell anybody. This is not supposed to come out. I'm just kidding. But no, like,
Kurt's a Zodiac. We found him.
where were you during the 1970s?
God.
No, so yeah, like it was. We didn't really go to houses though. It was mainly to like businesses,
Okay.
and sometimes we sold like candy. But it was like this weird. It was just so weird. I only did it for a few months. Then I went to work at the prison.
Oh wow.
And that was fun too.
How long were you there for?
I was
Well,
paroled
his
and
sentence.
I worked there. I think from 2000 to like 2002.
If you don't want it, you just give it to me. I mean, probably not going anymore.
I still have a little bit from last time, so I'll finish that.
Okay. Go on.
But yeah, I think I worked there from like 2000 to 2002, and then I left there and went to like a preacher training program and
Okay.
And then I found the Lord.
Yeah, have you ever noticed that everybody finds the Lord in prison?
Do they really?
He must hang out in prisons because everybody in prison seems to find Jesus.
Amen, brother. No, yeah, going back to like the stripper stuff, you're not missing out. Promise you guys, if you're young, you're not missing out. I promise you.
On
Well,
strippers.
I know-
I've been to a strip club.
Now, how is that for a girl or a woman? How does that work? Like, how do you get happy? Does that work?
Do I get a boner?
Yeah, a woman boner.
Not to be an asshole, but have you seen our strippers here?
Oh, dang, that's rough.
I have.
I don't know.
There's one girl that I did see. She had the titties, she had the ass, she didn't have many stretch marks. She was pretty good looking, okay?
She didn't have many stretch marks.
But like some of the other girls, you know, aren't all that cute. But if you go to a strip club like in Austin or something,
Oh yeah, now you
know,
get
they got their pick of the litter down
you
there.
get, yeah, you got your
So-
slim, skinny.
Yeah.
But they're working their way through UT or whatever.
Right.
Well, some that just have money to where they can just get bigger breasts and all that.
Yeah.
Brazilian, they can.
I never understood the point of that. Like,
Titties, I would buy
no. Of course, I understand the point of titties. I'm talking about. There's a biology behind it. No. Do we have to do a biology lesson here? No. I never understood the point, like, of going to like strip clubs. Like,
Yes, that's a good. No.
like, what are you gonna do? It's not like, I mean, Jacob might be able to get laid. I don't know, but most people aren't.
Yeah.
But I mean, most people aren't. You're not going to walk out of there. You're going to throw however much money it costs. I don't know how much it might cost, but you're going to throw down how much money it costs and then still go home with your own selves.
Yep, that's right. That's why I don't like going.
I mean, when we went, me and Ryan went with
Oh,
one of
wow.
our friends.
Wow.
Our friend at the time, he was balling. He had the big bucks going. Okay, He was ordering puff bars, like the little disposable vapes. This was 2017, 18, before disposable vapes were like huge. He'd order them from China in bulk, and he was selling them. He had so much fucking money. Like, he quit his job. He had so much money. So he was like, here's a stack of 200 ones for each of us. He was like, we're going to the strip club.
Whoa.
So they're like, oh, okay.
Hey, y'all went. You were okay with that? You seem like a cool wife, man. Shout out to you, Ryan.
I am a cool wife.
Most women like, no, you're not doing no strip clubs. Put their husbands in the room.
I clean. I go to the strip club. I play the video games. Okay.
That's cool, man. I hope I have a wife that does stuff like that. Like, you can go to strip club. I have a friend. So I told my best friend, and I told his wife because my best friend was like in the room or something. I told his wife, I was like, hey, I'm gonna take your husband to the strip club. I'm just joking. I'm sorry. You know, I was joking. Don't get mad. She's like, no, it's okay. He can go. I was like, really? Yeah, I don't mind. If he wants to go, he can go. And I was like, oh, okay. Well.
Like, if he's gonna leave me, he's gonna leave me because he hates me. He's not gonna leave me because he sees a fresh pair of titties, you know?
Yeah, like, it makes sense. I understand the psychology in that, yeah. I'm sure,
I don't know. I'm very comfortable with our relationship.
Yeah, and I'm sure he is too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sure
we've been together for 10 years, like.
Okay, and that's good. So I can, like, what I'm trying to get at is a good future. You know what I'm saying? I can tell it's a good future.
For sure. Like, I don't know. There's no point in being jealous.
Yeah,
you know?
I got you. Uh-oh.
What?
I ran out of. Hold on, I'm gonna put a pause. What happened? Oh man, the audio's gonna. I don't know where it cut off, but it cut off like at an hour and 20. I don't know what happened there. I'll have to look.
We have faith in your editorial skills, you know.
Well, the audio is not gonna sound very nice, so let's see what happened. What happened here, man? I need to get a bigger gigabyte. I guess I forgot to delete the storage on here. Anyways, next shot. How many shots am I on now? 5?
This will be 4. Wait. Yeah.
So
you see, this is why I can't drink with you
5.
people.
One time I went to I was at a strip club. So like I said, I used to go, but then over time I just got tired of it because like you go empty-handed and you spend hundreds of dollars just going, and I finally got to the point where I was like, I'm not going no more. I'm tired of it. So I told my friends we're gonna go out, and I was like, all right guys, listen to me, both of you guys, okay? We're not going to no strip club. Do you understand me? We're not going. We're just gonna go bar hopping. That's it, okay? That's all we're gonna do. And then out of nowhere, we went to like Bomb City Vodka, and then we went to all kinds of places, right? I'm just bar hopping, having a good time. Yeah. And then we're at one last spot. It was like 12:30 midnight. And then I was all like, all right, guys, where are we going now? Because I'm feeling it. Where are we going now? And then they look at me. We're going to, what they said, we're going to the strip club. We're going to Dollhouse. And I'm just like, okay, let's go. And then we went, and dude, I don't recall much. All I remember was, hey, he wants to dance, and then all I remember was just a butt just on my face like that. You know what I mean? And I'm just here like that. And I just didn't touch her, nothing. I was just like, just staring. And then they were like, dude, you can touch her. I was like, no, it's okay. It's all good. And then I don't remember after that. And then we went to outside of town, Bomb City. And then I fell asleep out there. Just like that. Yeah, straight up like that.
Oh, no.
I'm just there, and then I don't know how many seconds, and they're all hitting my hand. Hey, wake up. Huh? Oh. And then that was it, dude. And then that was that stripper story. But
yeah, I've never even like seen, other than like in movies and whatnot, or that one night. But I didn't see him like perform or anything. We were just, they came, the bar owner or whatever was like, hey, come over and see them if you want to buy whatever we had that day.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but that's from a practical standpoint. I just don't understand it. I don't understand what the benefit of it is.
I have friends that are strippers.
Do you really?
In Austin.
I bet it's nice too out there.
So one of our best friends, like our best friend that married us, his girlfriend, she was a stripper. Mm-hmm. She says like she has, creepy guys that'll go out there, but she also has regulars that come out and they just will sit there, hands in their lap, they won't touch, and they give her like all their fucking money just to watch her dance.
No, dude,
I just don't. I've got better things to do with my money. I think.
Straight up, I'd rather pay bills and invest instead of just throwing it. To me, just throwing it away.
She said most of them are like those guys that are in tech,
Tech.
Oh, the tech industry.
Yeah,
what is
tech
that?
industry.
What is that like?
Like they do IT, computer shit.
Really?
Work at Google, which you would think they would just look at internet porn, like
no, they
you'd think that'd be available to them. They can probably bypass whatever it is that's blocking.
Or they
the Pornhub or whatever.
Or they could order those fancy sex dolls, that look like a real girl.
Oh God, dude. I don't know.
That's gonna take over the world. It's AI, and it's gonna
I
come
think
to.
she said like they really just want conversation. Like, you know, she gives them their fake name and she'll tell them like fake details about her life and whatnot. They just want to hear that shit. Like they'll ask her how her day was, what she's been up to. They just need like human connection. It's kind of sad.
It's no.
But they will also give her all their money.
No, fuck. No,
That's crazy. I don't.
There was this one. Okay, so this was in a strip club. This was at a bar here over there. One of the girls, she had told me this. She said that this guy pays her so much money, like $200, just to see her, just to talk about his feelings.
Yeah.
And this is like a 50-year-old, 40-year-old man, straight up, just give her all the money just to express himself. And I was like, why? You know what I mean?
Men do that whenever I was in high school. So from the time I was 14 until I was 19, because my first year of college, I lived in Pampa. I went to Clarendon College out there, but I'd drive back and forth to Shamrock to work my waitress job. But I had a man that would give me enough for my rent every month. And he would just chit-chat with me because he was, you know, a pipeliner. He was from, like, Kentucky or something down here. No family, nothing. And he'd just pay me to sit and talk with him for, like, 20, 30 minutes while he ate his dinner. And he'd give me...
People do the weirdest.
It's crazy.
I'm pretty sure he wanted something out of you or something. I mean,
He never... There were guys that would, you know, like, grab me by the shirt, pull me towards them. As a child, like a 15, 16-year-old girl, like, guys that would grab me. But, you know, at that time, I was already 18, but that particular man, he just wanted to talk. He'd tell me about his grandkids,
that's fine,
Yeah,
but not paying just to do that. You know?
Yeah, he would, well, that was my tip, you know, like, he would leave me a huge tip every time he came in.
And I could understand just give you a normal tip, but I don't know, man, I can't.
I don't understand people's thought processes like that.
Yeah, I don't. They're very lonely.
Yeah, people are lonely.
In my opinion, I feel like they do that to kind of get something out of that. I feel like they do that to try to impress you. You know, I like him. Maybe I should go out with him. You know what I mean? There's guys that think that. I don't know. Like, I don't know explain it. I don't know how guys do that. But in my mind, you know, he probably expecting something out. I don't know, something out of it is how I see it. But
Yeah,
I don't know people. Everyone's different.
I don't know. He was never inappropriate with me, but there were so many men. I remember the Banditos came in one time because they were driving Route 66, and there was one man. I think I was 17 at the time because he asked me how old I was. I told him I'd be 18 whenever, and he was like, "I'm gonna come back on your 18th birthday, and you're coming with me."
Oh,
that's crazy.
Fucking terrifying, right?
yeah.
And like, I'm just working. What am I gonna say? Like, I'm a child, you know? Like, get the fuck out of this restaurant.
So did you
can't
like
do
riding
that.
the motorcycle and stuff?
But no, he kept like grabbing my apron or my shirt, and he kept calling me over to the table, all the things. And he was like, "I'm coming back for you. I'm coming back for you." And I was like, I need to move to Alaska. Like, this is so scary.
Yeah.
Like, that's the scary thing about being a girl, like being a small woman. Like, even now, I'm 29. We had a man that was coming to open mics, and one night, he came and sat by me. You know, at the circus room, we sit at that round table. He came and grabbed a chair. I was at the table. He kind of pinned me, like, against the table, and he put his chair beside me. And he was asking me questions, and he was like, "Yo, you want some jokes?" You know, all this. And he's a big guy, probably as tall as Kurt. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And it really scared me. And the only other people that were there was like Javi, I think Danelli, and maybe Jacob, but like Jacob was bullshitting with his friends. I messaged Javi and I was like, "Hey, can you get this guy away from me? Like, he's making me very uncomfortable." And he didn't see it because he's hosting, you know, he was busy doing that. And one of the regulars there, Johnny, kind of noticed that I was very uncomfortable, and he was like, "Hey, you need to get away from her."
Oh, is that what he said?
Yeah. He was like, "You need to step away." And then I told Javi what happened afterwards because he was there with one of Javi's coworkers. And Javi told his coworker, he was like, hey, can you, like, not bring that dude back? Like, he's been acting like an asshole every time he's come.
Mm-hmm.
And then I kind of stopped going to the circus room for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And he even got kicked out of the bar by Carrie, the bartender, because he was just acting a fool. He was being a dick to everyone. He tried to tell jokes. He wasn't being funny. He was just being an asshole.
Yeah.
And one time he came to the Crab.
Oh, no.
And he was like, us comedians, we all sit at the front, the Crab.
Yeah, I remember that, yeah.
And he was up there, and he looked me directly in the eye, and he was like, yeah, I know some of you had said I make you uncomfortable. And he was just staring at me while he said it. And I was like...
Was your husband there?
No, he wasn't there at the time. So I didn't tell him because I didn't want him to not let me out of the house on my own, you know?
Yeah.
Because I am small. I am easy to grab if that guy did want to grab me. Like, even if Javi did stand up for me, Javi's only a little bigger than me, you know? Like, maybe Kurt could defend me. Yeah. Maybe Jacob if he's, really hyped. But, like...
Well, yeah, that's why for a while, like, somebody always walked you to the car for a while.
I always have them walk me to the car.
Now or just...
Always. Yeah, since
that day?
Yeah, Brian's
for
not
sure.
There. Yeah.
Yeah, I always have them walk me to my car because I'm small.
No, I get it.
What am I gonna do? You know, I have my keychain with my pepper spray and all that. But
can I see that, by the way? Do you have it on you?
No, I didn't bring it.
Oh, okay.
But I have like my pepper spray and my little birdie. You pull it out and it's like a strobe light and an alarm.
Oh, wow.
And then I have my little monkey ball. It's like a little cement block and you can swing it, you know?
Yeah. It's just nowadays, I don't know how to explain it, but I had to learn that because, like, I know I've made women uncomfortable, especially when I was younger. Mm-hmm. So I had to figure out what was I doing wrong. Yeah. And now I pick up cues like, oh, she's feeling uncomfortable. I better leave her alone. You know what I mean? Right. She's not interested. I better leave her alone. Yeah. But there's a lot of guys out there that don't pick up on that.
Yeah,
they don't know that.
I used to do that too. I had to really stop looking into windows and stuff.
Like even at shows sometimes, like I'll go up, I'll do a set, and I'll say jokes about my husband.
And then you have a ring on, right? You have a ring? Yeah. And see, that's a cue that, oh, she's taken. I better.
Sometimes guys will still like, hey, you were so funny. Like, you obviously didn't listen to me. Like, can I buy you a drink? Oh, well. Nah, man. Like, I'm good. I'll let my friends buy me a drink. I'll let Kurt, I'll let, Kevin has bought me shots before, like, Morgan, whatever. But.
Yeah, we'll buy them for Ryan, too.
Yeah. So, like,
I'm one of the guys, we're all buds.
If I saw you and I'm like, oh, she's married. Hey, how about I buy you and your husband a drink? That's how I see it.
Whatever.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but so you can... As a woman, you can tell when a guy is trying to pursue something more.
Yeah. And, and then, but just like I said, it's common sense. Like, you have a ring on, so that should be like, oh, she's married. Oh, I'm going to leave her alone. You have a good day or whatever, right? Hey, do you and your husband want a shot? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's your husband at? Or if he's here, let's engage together. But if he's not here, well, I'm going to leave you alone. I'm going to go with someone that's not married. You know what I mean?
There's guys that don't care, or there's guys that don't... pick up on that or whatever, which it's fine. Like I can handle my own for the most part,
because you're
but there have been circumstances where like guys will get physical, like they'll walk up behind me and like slap my ass or
my gosh, dude, no. While you're married too and everything.
That's happened, like
Ryan. And he's a big guy too,
Yeah, whenever he is around, he is very protective.
Yeah, and he has a right to, especially at a bar too,
But so, shout out to women in comedy because it's hard.
And you put up,
just women in general.
Women in general. Shout out to women.
It shouldn't be like that though. I'm sorry, bro. It's just it should be more like girls should just be girls, men should just be men. If you're taken. A guy should know, like, oh, she's taken. I'm going to back off. Or she's giving hints. Oh, I'm talking to someone. She's not interested. Okay, well, I'm going to leave her alone. I'm married. Oh, I'm going to leave her alone. You know what I mean? It should be like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Pick up on that, and then, that'd be good. And you just go with someone that's not.
I mean, if you're, like, there have been a few people, like, just friendly, like, hey, I loved your set. You were great. Can I get you a beer? Like, okay, fine. Yeah. Get me a beer. That's all it is. Mm-hmm. They walk away. you know.
Cool, yeah.
It's just congratulatory.
Yeah, straight up. You know, I always try to make sure, like, if I'm doing something, I always look at the ring, left hand ring.
Well, I'm not going to say no to a free drink, but if you're being creepy, I don't want any of that shit, you know?
Straight up. I mean, I just try to, I'm glad I learned. I had to read some books about that and be like, okay, women don't like this, women don't like that. I'm
like whenever Kurt's, like, standing at my bedroom window staring sometimes, you know, I got to text him and be like, hey, Kurt, this is inappropriate, okay?
And then I lean over to Ryan next to me, like, dude, I'm going to go home. Like, okay, man.
Dang, man. All right. But yeah, dude, no, it's just crazy to me because again, I used to, you know, just like, people used to see me as a creep, and I didn't know, you know what I mean? I just didn't know that, you know what I mean? But you know, over time, I had to learn, like, okay, Brian, what are you doing wrong? The sad part is, guys don't pick up on themselves, you know, they don't know, so they just continue. And then they blame women, and it's like, dude, it's you. It's not them. You know what I mean?
Well, I feel like that's another thing that is positive if you are kind of a party kid in high school. Like, you do learn that earlier. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You? Is that what you're saying?
Like,
okay.
I'm saying, like, in general. Like, you said you didn't drink in high school. You didn't drink till you were 21.
Yeah, well, that's my first shot. But
21.
Actual drinking was like 26.
At age. You were of age.
Yeah.
But, like, when you're in high school and you go to parties and all that shit, you kind of figure that out a little sooner.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, okay, I didn't.
I feel like that's more helpful, even though it's... Don't drink if you're underage.
My nephews and niece. But yeah, dude, like I said, it took me a while to get that. So now I pick up on cues. I pick up on, like, hey, don't do that. Hey, be careful. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. She's uncomfortable. Oh, I can, like, now it took me a while, but now I can see signs. I can see the body language. I can see, like, what she's saying, the hints. And it's like, oh, I got you. I'll see you later. Delete the number, delete the social medias or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It took me a while, but now I get it now. You know what I mean?
Well, since you understand that, maybe you should give a class to other men.
You know, I was thinking about that. You know what I mean? Like taking
Kurt over here.
Yeah.
No, Kurt is sliding up in my DMs every goddamn day.
Right.
Ryan. God damn, you're awful.
When her husband finally calls, that's probably the time to back off.
He's into it.
That's creepy.
That is creepy.
I love Ryan, but that ain't happening.
Yeah, it held off. But no, yeah, it took me a while. I wish guys would understand that, dude. There's guys out there. I know a dude that like took it too far. And for example, I guess she liked him in the beginning, and then it just, you know, she lost interest, but he kept going, and it got to the point where it got stalkerish, creepy. You know what I'm saying? And we're trying to put air tag on the car and, you know, look at the location.
That is
Dang.
insane.
And so and it was on the news. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, I can't say his name. He was locked up. And he was sentenced. I think he got, but I don't know what happened. I guess they got him out, and lawyer is his. I think a family member had money, so he was able to, but he had to move out of town, so he no longer lives here. But I know, like, stuff like that happens, and we need to stop that as a man. You know, I think we need us men to just stop doing that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the guy, I'm sure he learned from it. And I'm sure he's like not like that no more. But I'm just saying, it's like, we gotta stop doing that, because there's cases like that, man, where like young women or women in general just you know, they're not protected. You know what I mean? They feel unsafe, and it's like, it's not fair to them, because, you know, as a man, you should be the protector, not the opposite.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I just kind of like, we gotta we need to push that more. We need to stop stalkers. We need to educate people to know, like, hey, if no means no is what I'm trying to get. You know what I mean?
For sure. Like, even if I was like a black belt in fucking Taekwondo or some shit, like me against Kurt, he's a big dude. I wouldn't win that.
But
you know?
jujitsu,
or
you
whatever
I'm just joking.
it is. You know, like, Kurt, I love that you decided to dress like the background of.
Yeah, I'm bleeding and blending in, so it looks like a head just.
It'll
floating.
be like a green screen. Fucking.
Yeah, dude.
I look like the great and terrible Oz.
Yeah. So my intention was to make it look like a studio, like a
Yeah, for sure.
stage.
Yeah.
I'm gonna replace that. I had Benny. Benny was on here, so it looked like, you know. I don't know if y'all
love
seen
her.
that. I don't know if y'all seen that episode yet.
I've
No,
seen
the
the
one
clips.
before. Danny. I had Danny on here, and I was trying to make it look authentic, like at a stage, and that's my goal. That's why I was thinking, like, I really wanted to talk to Javi, because I wanted to do a host. I wanted to host it, but take these lights. I don't know if you saw those lights over there. I wanted to take those over there circus room and kind of like do my own thing, my open mic.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I wanted to do.
Fuck yeah.
But
Dude, yeah, I know you're saying you wanted to host.
Yeah, I really would like to. Here,
Yeah,
maybe,
go for it.
maybe here pretty soon.
Yeah.
I haven't drank in so long. I figure I'm off tomorrow. I might as well.
Yeah.
But it'll go away like in 2 hours. But no, dude. But yeah, like I said, man, I wish we can like figure something out with that. You know what I mean? Put an end to that, because men, young or old, need to understand that.
Yeah, I think it is. There is a lot of that, like trying to read cues, and I think that's we live in a society now where there's so much stuff that goes on online, and I think it bleeds into that, because people will say stuff online that they would never say in public.
Yeah.
And that's true in those kind of situations as well. Like I grew up, I guess, old school, because I'm old. I'm in my mid 40s, so I grew up like old school. Like there was no internet till I was like in high school, so there was no social media. So you still had to create relationships organically. So I mean, I don't know. I've never thought that anyone thought I was creepy. No one's ever told me that. Mm-hmm. I never I never was really forward with women anyway, but yeah, I don't know.
I think the fact that you and I have become very close friends within the span of 1.5 years means you're not creepy.
Yeah. That's what I do think it's weird. Like I'd be like like I would never, like in any other situation, I can't imagine like us being friends. Like we'd always be nice or whatever, but like we wouldn't have met. The same thing with Javi. Like he's like we would do it. I think any of us would, if we could help each other in any way, we would. Like we talk about things and like it's just weird to me, because I'm like, I would never see that in any situation. So yeah, I've never been like super forward with women. And so, especially married women.
Yeah.
I've been on the receiving end of that in a sense, and so I'm not a big fan of people that do that either.
Kurt, I just got a quick question. I've always wanted to know this. When you were married, did women approach you and try to flirt with you? Is that a real thing?
Yeah, there's some of that. I mean, not really, because I think a lot of it has to do with how you present yourself. Like, do you present yourself as open to that? At least on one end. Now, that being said, I was in ministry, so there were times when I would, I can think of a couple of times when I could have conversations that it could have been manipulated that way pretty easily. Like, because people are vulnerable with you when they're having a conversation. I can think of one very specifically. I'd try not to put myself with women, especially women in vulnerable situations, by myself with them, like anywhere. But that was something I learned like early on in ministry. Like they would tell us that in preaching school and stuff.
Really?
But like I can think of situations where I think I probably could have used the vulnerability in that situation had I been looking to do that. I think.
He's talking about ugly bitches.
No. Well, hey, look. No, I can't say that. With the exception of my girlfriend, I attract ugly bitches. No, I'm just kidding.
Girlfriend is very beautiful. Shout out to what's her name?
Tanya. Yeah,
Tanya.
she's great.
Tanya,
She's sweet as well.
Yeah. She is nice. She I don't know what she's doing with me, but she hadn't figured it out yet, and it's been like 3 years, so that's good. But yeah, no, I think there are times when that's happened, yes, but I think a lot of it, like I don't know about women, because that's so different, because I think a lot of guys will pursue it even when they're shot down, but a lot of times if women are forward like that, they're not going to keep trying to pursue it and pursue it and pursue it once they realize that you're not into it. I don't think. So, I don't know.
No. I already know you. I already know you. I already know how a woman is. Every woman is like, you always get hit on. Yeah. I already know you're going to be like, yeah, I get hit on all the time. I don't tell Ryan.
Me?
Yeah.
I had a joke about that. Kind of whenever I first started, I was like, y'all, I just got hit on for like the first time in fucking 9 years.
What? Really?
Well, I mean, yeah.
I just figured all women got hit on. You know what I mean? Like all women.
I'm a short, chunky girl, so no, I don't get hit on.
I don't believe that. Maybe you don't pick up on it, maybe.
I mean, maybe not, but I had one guy walk up to me in the mall parking lot, and I'm a nanny. I don't know if you know that.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a nanny. So I have kids, like, besides my own with me.
Oh, you have others. You have others. Okay.
Yeah. So I had my kids, and he just walked up to me at the car. So I just kind of like pressed the kids to the car because I was like, why is this man walking up to me? You know?
Yeah.
And because human trafficking is real. Watch out for it, y'all.
Be careful, ladies. Thank you.
Anyone.
Pepper spray. Thank you.
Anyway, he was like, hey, I think you're really pretty, and I wanted to get your number.
Oh, nice.
I looked at the kids. I was like, I'm a mom. And he was like,
Mom.
yeah, but like, are you single?
Damn. Yeah.
I was like,
Was he good? He must have been good looking then, huh?
was he good looking?
Yeah, he must have been.
He was a handsome young man, but he looked about like 19 or 20. Okay, so.
Oh wow. Okay, but okay. Oh,
So I was like 28 at the time. You know,
as a young man, you know what I'm saying. I'll explain. Go on.
young men like milfs. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, when I was 18, yes, but like, go on. Go on now.
Okay, so I was like, I have these kids, you know, and he was like, yeah, but are you with someone? I was like, yeah, I'm married. He's like,
okay.
oh, okay, well, you're really pretty, and I was gonna get your number, but okay. And then he just turned and walked away, and I was like,
there you go, young man. There you go. See, that's how y'all hit
someone
on.
thinks I'm pretty.
See, and that's
you know?
that's how you. You know what I'm saying. That's how guys.
Yeah,
you
that
know
was
what I'm
so sweet. I wanted to like. I wish he would have stayed for a second because I would have been like, thank you. Like this just made my day because on like my husband would be like, oh babe, you're so pretty. I love you. You know, but he's my husband.
Yeah.
You know, he has to say that shit. It's nice whenever strangers, you know, tell you you're attractive. That's why, like, I don't care if Ryan goes to the strip club or, like, if he's flirted with or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. That happens a lot for him, by the way.
I can tell. He's good looking.
He's handsome.
He's a good looking man. So, I mean, I can
But,
see
like,
it.
that's good for your self-esteem. And whenever your self-esteem is up, you want to be, you know, you hold yourself higher and you're more confident and you feel better with your partner. And, you know, I think that's great.
I actually think he looks like the fat guy from American History X, but that's just me.
My husband is handsome, Kurt.
But he's not fat. He's like, well, that guy lost a lot of weight, so he looks like him now.
Anyway.
I love Ryan.
I was gonna ask you, Taylor. So, like, if okay, so let's say, has Ryan told you he's gotten hit on? Has he told you like?
Oh yeah, like the other day.
Oh, the other day.
Yeah, literally, he gets hit on all the time. I'm telling you, I don't know what it is, but we were at Once Upon a Child, selling some shit, you know, because we're moving.
Okay.
So him and Ike were off just looking at whatever while I was doing business. Mm-hmm. Whenever we get in the car, he was like, there was this lady and her two kids kind of standing where we were.
Yeah.
And she was holding some shirts. She was looking at them. And then she just kind of looked at me and she dropped them.
Okay.
And then she, like, bent down all sexy, you know, like the bend and snap from Legally Blonde.
Yeah.
Like this whore bent over, like showing her ass. And she looked at him and said, I don't know why I come shopping with these kids. She had her two kids with her. And he was like, that's cool. I got mine. Whatever. And then she, like, tried to reach for, like, something up on the shelf. And she very obviously kind of flicked it. And it fell over. And she looked at him to come pick it up. And Ryan was just like, bitch, I'm not... like, what is happening?
He told you this, right? He was telling you all this?
Yeah, he tells me all the time.
I thought this was in front of you for some reason.
No, I have witnessed it, though.
Oh, and how'd that go?
All the time. I don't care, like...
Oh, okay. I thought you would get mad, like, territorial, like, this is my man.
No, like, I like to see it. Like, if you think my man is hot, like, that means I got a good man.
That's good, yes.
You know?
And that's how everyone should be instead of very defensive.
Yeah,
you know?
no, I'm not gonna... Oh, no, he's gonna leave me and our child. Like...
No, God, no.
For some crazy woman.
For some crazy woman with two other kids. Like,
yeah, straight up. Yeah.
Just because she got some titties.
Yeah. And
I think it's true. Like, I think when you have, like, a solid relationship, it doesn't really affect.
Yeah, nothing...
Because I've been on both sides of that, too. Like, my girlfriend, like, if she'll tell me if somebody hits on her or whatever, like, she doesn't really...
Yeah.
Whatever.
It's more of a compliment. No?
Like, I was so excited whenever that guy hit on me at the mall. I was like, babe, guess what?
Yeah, and then...
Another guy thinks I'm cute, you're welcome.
And then he would have been like, nah, if I was married or in a relationship and someone told me that, I would have been like, nice, babe.
And
nice.
I think he does appreciate that because
Yeah.
One time, I don't know if you were at this open mic at the Crab, but I was just wearing like some biker shorts and a t-shirt. I didn't have on any makeup. My hair was like whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I was ready to leave. I was like, I'm gonna go. And Ryan was like, you're leaving like that? I was like, what do you mean? He was like, you're gonna like change or shower or something? I was like, no, I'm just going to Mike, you know? And I asked the guys that night, I was like, my husband said this, like, what does that mean? And Javi was like, well, he wants you to be hot. Like, he wants other guys to, you know, like, he wants to be proud of you. Like, yeah, that's my woman. Like, she looks that good. That's my woman.
Wait,
you know?
so you just went not dressed up or nothing?
No.
Kind of like trashy?
Most of the time, yeah, I don't, not trashy, but like, just like, I don't care.
Oh, okay.
You know?
I thought
I'm just going to hang out with the boys.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not,
I thought you were like.
I'm not going to impress anyone.
Oh, okay,
you
okay,
know?
okay. That makes sense. I thought you were dressing provocatively, and he asked you that.
No.
Okay. I got you.
No,
I didn't
no.
know. It was, okay.
Like,
Okay. Yeah, I guess.
I was just looking kind of homeless,
Oh, okay.
like a troll.
Oh, okay.
You know?
So I think
Yeah, she asked for a ride home and
yeah.
has to be dropped off under the bridge.
Yeah. Gotta pay it.
Yeah, so
toll to go under
that makes sense. Yeah, Javi's right. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's no, we're all different.
But
How many shots am I on now?
6?
who's to say? Kurt's in charge here.
I don't know.
He's the adult in this situation.
I'm driving home now.
He's gonna bring me home, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey."
Then I'm gonna have to walk back to my house from yours.
No, Ryan will take you home.
No.
No, it's not that far either way.
I don't know. He did get a 6 in Modelo whenever he showed up at home. So
Yeah, y'all got a good relationship.
I'll
That's
take
how
Ike's little car, that little.
what I don't like. This is what I don't like. I don't like controlling relationships. That I don't like. You know what I'm saying? To me, I think it's like if you continue dating your wife and find a sitter, continue dating, like, you know, I think that's what builds a spark is what I was taught. But what I don't like is like, you know, your husband lets you come here. That's good. That's healthy. You know what I'm saying? I just don't like, you know, no, you can't go. I have to talk to him. You know what I'm saying? Like possessive, that stuff. I've always seen that in relationships, marriages just fail all the time.
well, that's something I grew up around. So like, I would never put myself in that situation.
I think it's about like we're getting all serious, but
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
think it's kind of about like setting the boundaries for both sides, and then when everybody knows what everyone's comfortable with, yeah, you should never be controlling. That doesn't work. Like even in the wake of bad things happening, just from personal experience, and if you try to like tighten down the reins, I'm going to be like super controlling because this happened and this happened and this happened. It's going to be. It makes it worse. Because you know it draws a wedge. So I think it's about like everybody having boundaries on both sides of it, and then like both respecting the other person's boundaries. Like if you weren't comfortable with like some chick flirting with him or whatever, then you wouldn't say don't ever let people talk to you. That's not going to be effective. But if you're like, you know, hey, I really didn't like that much
Yes.
or whatever,
Yes.
this is an example.
Yes.
Then his respect of that should be, well, then. You know, I'll tell her, look, lady, leave me alone. I'm married. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever.
Yeah, heck yeah. See, Kurt got it, ladies and gentlemen. I do. Oh, go ahead.
Failed marriage. That's what it's word.
I was gonna ask you. So, how long have you? Okay, when was the first time you met your husband? How old were you?
We met on August 25th, 2014.
Okay, and how old were you?
I was 19.
Okay, and y'all been together since.
And he was 18. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. It's because me personally, I don't like young couples. I've never.
No, I agree with that. Like high school sweethearts.
well-
Everyone that I kind of went to school with or that I know that got married very young like that, they're not.
all of them just yeah. And for me, college, I have on Facebook. I had a lot of college friends.
Yeah,
And,
we dated for 4 years before we got married.
oh, okay. So y'all met and then y'all didn't get together.
Well, whenever we first met and like we kind of started seeing each other, we were still seeing other people.
Okay, and that's
You know, we did for a while before we decided like maybe we should just
Become
be each
exclusive.
other's.
okay.
You know, yeah.
No, yeah, it's just I'm super against like young, like super young.
Yeah.
I'm against like moving in. I'm against like, cause I know it's a new generation. So back then, like my mom was 21, my dad was 27. So they've been married they've been married for years, and this was back then. They're boomers, so I mean they they understand that kind of. So they've been married for many years until my dad passed, and then. But like now, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't work that way now. Because like nowadays it's different. So to me, we have to keep up with times. And I went on a date with a 19-year-old. This was years ago. I was 20. No, I was 30. I was 30 when I went on a date with a 19-year-old. Really pretty, a lot of energy. But she was just very not. It was just weird. You know what I mean? So this is something I couldn't really see myself with. And then I was dating a 40-year-old, 41, 40-year-old, you know what I mean? And she was more mature, more, you know what I'm saying, more, just, relationship material. Problem is she was not interested in me, you know what I'm saying? So but I like the older because she was more mature compared to the younger. You know?
She probably had a similar feeling that you had to the 19-year-old. I would be like that too. I don't think I could date somebody that young. Okay. I mean, what are you going to talk about? Like, what do I have in common? We're going to talk about the latest Taylor Swift album? I don't know that.
Yeah, that's right.
I can tell you about the latest Taylor Swift.
I did that for you. But I'm going to tell you before you do that, Beyonce's new album was amazing.
I did like it. Yeah, I love that as well. Post Malone just dropped his new album today. Let me tell you. Anyway, I feel the same way. Like, I don't think guys younger than me are, like, attractive. My best friend, she's 24. I'm 29. Okay, she'll come at me with new words she's learned and like TikTok things and like all the shit, and I'm like, I just don't understand. Like I cannot relate with this. So I could never go for a guy that was younger. Now, men that are like in their mid 40s and stuff, that's what I find attractive now.
Really?
Like, I'm into the older guys. Like, I could be
Sorry,
with like
Ryan.
a salt and
You're
pepper
doing it
guy.
right here.
I love my husband, all that. But I'm just saying, like, other men, like celebs, whatever, that you see around, like, that's attractive. Like, if Ryan died and I had to go find another husband or whatever because I don't want to work, he would be older. I wouldn't go for some
and that's fine.
some kid.
That's fine, and that's fine. And there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? I prefer mid 20s to my age. I'm 32, so maybe 25 all the way to my age. I do like older women. It's just the older women I've ever met were divorced, so it's kind of
And
hard.
they have the saggy tits.
Well, I mean, I don't mind saggy. It's just that
All tits are good.
Yeah, sure. Well, preferably, bigger.
Perky, round
something
tits,
to grab
yeah.
onto.
Okay.
But what I'm trying to get at is that like I prefer, what I'm trying to get at is I prefer. Oh, I lost train of thought.
Older.
This is I don't mind. Like, I do like older. Yeah, that's right. I don't like older. It's just the ones I met went through divorces.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of break down. Now I've never been married. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of difficult for me to kind of break down those barriers. You know what I mean? So I'd rather just meet someone that's never been married and just.
Yeah. Well, it is because they'll build like they have, they've got things you've got to overcome.
Yeah.
That's certainly true.
For sure.
So so for me, like I stay away from young women. Like I'll be 18 and older. I don't mess with any late teens, and I don't like messing with early 20s because they're really stupid. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, they haven't experienced life like we have.
Like I'll have hang out, date, but not like get serious. You know what I'm saying? I'll get serious with women like mid 20s, late 20s, and my age. You know what I mean? But now here's something
those
that
still have potential for good credit scores.
So here you go. So now here's something that offends my friends for some reason. I don't date single moms. That's my personal, because I don't have kids. I don't have any kids. Yeah. I've never had kids. I have nephews. I help my brother take care of him, raise him. But I can't date a single mom. I can date and have fun, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But getting crazy serious, moving in, it's not my offspring. I don't have kids. I don't know how to change a diaper. My brother didn't. I mean, my mom or dad didn't let me change their diaper. I don't know how to change a diaper, basically. Yeah. I don't know how to single moms are just not my thing. And I try to tell that to my friends, but they never listen. You know what I mean? And
Well, I mean, that's your preference.
Yeah, but people don't understand, let me explain me. So me, when we go out, I can talk to, certain women. I'll be like, hey, I'm going to set you up with my friend. I can do that. Wingman is what you will call it. The only problem is I do that. Like I see a beautiful woman. So I was like, hey, blah, 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 blah. Hey, come here. Hey, this is my friend. You know what I'm saying? I can do that. But when they do that to me, it's always the opposite of what I've always wanted. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's always a single mom. I'm gonna say this publicly, man. So y'all can't get offended.
Back off, mamas.
I don't. Well, not just mamas, but like women that are my size. I don't like women my size. I don't like women my size. I've never been into women my size. I don't mind women smaller than me, but I don't like women my size or bigger. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Now here's a problem. When I say that, people get offended. And I get real frustrated with that. You know what I mean? All women, and I'll say that all women are beautiful. All women are beautiful in their own way. I'm just not into women my size or bigger. You know what I'm saying? When I say smaller, just smaller than me. I don't mind the fluff. I just don't like women like bigger than me.
I only like women that are taller than me and bigger than me.
And that's fine.
No, I'm 6'4". There's not very many of those. There'd be a narrow group.
You love your girlfriend, okay?
Yeah, she's really pretty too.
She's tall. She's not as tall as me, but she's tall.
Yeah, but that's just preference. But people don't understand preference. They look at me and be like, no, you belong with this. And I'm like, no, I'm not going that direction.
A lot of people like to think you're being hateful with anything.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, that's crazy that people get offended. Like, you have a preference for what you like.
Yeah.
You're going to have, like, people can be... It's almost a double standard because women are allowed to be that way. Nobody gets mad because they're like, I like guys, he's got to be this tall, he's got to have this kind of job, he's got to be in shape or whatever. And nobody's like, you bigot, you know? But the first time a guy's like, no, I don't want a girl that's like super tall or big or whatever, you know, that doesn't meet whatever the thing. And now all of a sudden you're like, wait, so what kind of a, piece of crap are you?
Yeah. So that's why it's just kind of hard. They say it's hard when you get older, but it's hard in that sense. It's not hard to date. It's just as you get older, and once you do self-healing, and I'll send you links to that, but like self-healing and understand what a man should want. Everybody needs to understand that what you really want is out there. You know what I mean? Yeah. So now, Taylor, you don't have to worry about it, and you don't have to worry about none of that. Y'all good. It's just guys like me that are single that truly what they want. It's out there.
All of the listeners.
You just got to find it. You know what I'm saying? You just got to get out there and find it. Obviously, work on yourself. You know what I'm saying? But what I want is out there. Mm-hmm. I just wish my friends and people would understand that instead of what they want from me. Yeah. What I want from me is out there. And I'm going to find it. But I just wish people would understand that instead of them be like, no, Brian, you're in this category, so you deserve this. And it's like, no. I am in this category. In my mind, I'm in this category. I deserve this. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? Yeah. Not no fine, like hard 10. I'm not trying to get at that. I'm more like what benefits me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I don't want to get into that. But basically, like just feminine. So for me as a man, I want to be the leader. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, Kurt? Like, I want to be the leader. I want to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to I'll make the decisions. Don't worry about it, babe. I want you to stay in your feminine. I want you to just relax. I'll handle everything. Bills, money, I'll handle all that. You know what I'm saying? I got a good job. Or if that job don't work, I have resources. I'll take care of it. You just stay in your feminine. Do whatever you want. So as long as you do me the bare minimum. You know?
Yo, he wants that trad wife.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's just everyone wants that. Everybody wants that 50-50, all this stuff. And guys, for some reason,
let me tell you, I love being a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah, and
fuck work.
Yeah, and to be real, I wish I wouldn't mind having a stay-at-home wife. I really wouldn't.
Yeah.
I mean, but here's the thing: I want my wife to have freedom. So if she wants to be a stay-at-home wife, go ahead. But if you want to work, go ahead. If you want to go to school, go ahead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like women have every right to be free. Not a slave. Yeah. Not like, I want you to be be free.
This is a B-Rye exclusive. Brian is a feminist.
No.
We're here for it.
Well, hold on. I want to be the leader. I want to be the man. I want to take control. Not controlling. I just want to be the leader in my empire.
He wants to pay the bills. We're not saying no to that.
I want to pay the bills. I want to take care of you. Just do me the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? Do the bare minimum. You know what I'm saying? Every man has a bare minimum, but for me, just cook, clean, do my laundry.
And the D.
And the D. Let me put it in. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Damn, this is alcohol. Give me one more shot and then we'll be done.
Hell yeah. Do you want kids?
I do want kids, man.
Yeah. I got a couple for sale.
Okay, come.
Yeah, same.
I'll take Caleb so he can have 3 dads.
You can pay for the college. That'll be great.
God damn, never mind. But no.
I know. That's why I'm only having 1. Ryan is like, we're going to have 2 more. He told that to Saul and Erica the other day. He was
Hell
like,
yeah.
Yeah, we're having 2 more. I was like, Are we? Are we having 2 more?
Yeah.
Don't you remember that procedure we had when we had Ike?
Listen.
We can't have any more.
Listen.
Taylor, how many kids do you have? I don't.
1.
You just have 1.
So, I had a pregnancy disease called cholestasis.
Okay.
So it's whenever your liver and your gallbladder stop working. It only appears in 15% of Hispanic women.
Oh wow.
I'm half Hispanic, okay? Listen, my mom has 5 brothers and 4 sisters, okay? They all have 3 to 7 kids, okay?
Damn.
I am the only one in our family that has had the cholestasis, okay?
Oh wow.
And like all of them have like 3+ kids themselves, okay? So my family is massive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just me. I'm the only one to get the cholestasis. So whenever that happens, your body is not filtering the toxins in your blood, right? So the toxins just stay in your body. It makes your body itchy, okay? And think of like the worst mosquito bite you've ever had, but your whole body, your scalp, the palms of your hand, the soles of your feet, like everywhere, nonstop. Okay, so I had that from 22 weeks of pregnancy to 38.
Okay.
Okay. That's a long time to be very itchy, right?
Yeah.
And that's not even the worst part. I can deal with that to have another kid, but it causes stillbirth. So we had to do a lot of monitoring for my son to make sure he was still, like alive and kicking.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So that was 2 sonograms a week extra. You're only supposed to have like 4 sonograms your whole pregnancy.
Oh wow.
So I was having 2 from 22 weeks to 37, okay? And you gotta pay for those because insurance doesn't cover that shit.
So how much would that be?
That's like $250 per sonogram. So that's 2 weeks. So that's $500 a week from the time I was 22 weeks to 37. They induced me at 37. They induced me on a Sunday. I didn't have my son till a Wednesday.
Okay.
By emergency C-section because his heart rate dropped. So like, I don't want to go through that again because they said you're gonna have it every time. From like if you have more kids, so it is just like a lot, and it's scary, and I'm the one experiencing it, you know. So, I mean, I would like to have more kids, but it's a lot.
Yeah. Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
But if we could afford it, sure. But right now, that drained our savings.
Oh man.
You know?
Dang kids.
So,
No, I would like offspring.
but
I
also
would
like stillbirth, that's scary. Right?
Yeah.
So
You're done? This is my last one. I'm done here.
I'll finish this. You want,
Okay.
you want this
No,
one?
I'm good.
No, but no, dude, that's cool. So you have 1. That's it. No, I thought you had like 3 or 4 or something. That's what I thought.
I mean, I watch a lot.
Okay, that makes sense. Do you get paid for that, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Good
I'm a
job,
nanny.
family.
Like, that's my job.
Remember that? Wasn't there that one couple that like hit on you as a couple, or was that just a joke?
Ooh. So, no, that wasn't just a bit.
Yeah.
That was real life. So I do nanny for a family, which nannying is like full-time, like whatever. But I do babysit sometimes, like date night sitting.
Okay.
I started doing that for this very, eccentric family. And they were very kind. They were cool.
Real quick, what's eccentric mean?
Kind of over the top, like.
Yeah. They're outside of the
Extra.
norm, above and outside of the norm.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, go on.
So, I'm pretty sure that they were trying to fuck.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, that's fine.
Is it?
Or the family, right? They're husband and wife, right?
Yeah.
So that's okay, right?
They're trying to fuck me?
No.
Oh,
They're
you!
Trying,
Yeah.
They're trying to bring
Oh,
in.
abnormal. Oh, abnormal. Okay, I get it. Swinger-ish kind of. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So, like they'd go out, but whenever they'd come home, they'd be like, "Hey, you want to have a drink with us?" Like, let's talk about this. Like, if you want to stay the night, you can. And, like, they did a bunch of cosplay. Like, they were really into that. So they'd be like, look at our fun costumes. And it's, like, some lingerie shit, right? And, like, one time the wife was like, can you help me put on my shoes? I was sitting on their couch. She came and sat by me and, like, draped her legs over mine. And she's like, can you just buckle that for me? I was like, okay. So I buckled her shoes, and she was, like, petting my hair. And I was like, I don't want to be touched like that, ma'am. And, you know, I was trying to leave one time. I was like, can I get my money? Like, can I go? Whatever, kids sleep. And they're like, well, let's have some drinks. Let's talk. If you want to hang out, if you want to relax.
Can we discuss payment in another form?
Basically, like,
Wow, man.
and then probably after like maybe the 8th time I sat for them, and I was just like, no, I gotta go. They stopped calling me.
Okay, so they started picking up. Well, I mean, I don't know. I need to look into that.
I mean, they were hotties. It's not like
really?
I wouldn't have if I was single.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
like,
Oh wow, goddamn. Hell
you
yeah.
know.
Well,
Taylor's
yeah, but like when
They
you
knew I was married. They knew I had a kid.
So by then they
like,
should have been like, nah. But
They were relentless. Listen,
yeah,
they were going for it.
they were going for it.
Like even like the shoulder touches and like.
And yeah, and so you picked up on that, and you're like, no, stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
I'm here to watch your kid.
Yeah.
I'm here to get paid. Like
So those are called swingers, right? Swingers? Is that what you
I
would
don't
call
know,
them?
I guess.
well, swingers are like they like to swap partners. You know
A
what I'm
swap
saying?
part. So they just want to have.
Yeah, I'm not really all that aware
But
of
like
I don't get that.
they just
Sexual
kind of wanted a
subculture.
third, or like they just wanted to fuck the nanny. I don't know what they wanted, but
So one of my friends that was a nanny would tell me that, like,
Yeah.
if the husband likes you,
Yeah.
then this is an issue and you should get out.
Right.
But I wonder what's this. I want to know the psychology behind that. Do women get hot? Like, because women are territorial. You would never. Your husband, if he did that, you would never accept that. And same to you. Your girlfriend would never accept that. So I want to know the psychology behind a woman that's okay with that. Like, it just doesn't make sense to me. You know what I'm saying?
obviously there are people like that. Like there are shows about people that are polyamorous and whatever. Like that's a thing. It's not my thing. It's not y'all's thing. But
Yeah.
I mean, there are people out there that enjoy that, and that's fine for them.
Yeah, true.
I don't want to be a part of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But
See, like me, if I see a ring, one time I was in Florida, I was dancing with this chick, I was flirting with her. She had a ring on, and I saw that ring, and I was like this, like I'm the homewrecker. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm ruining it.
well, some girls don't.
And
like,
she was all like, it's what is it,
polyamorous.
She looked at her, she's like, it's
Polyamory.
polyamorous, and I was
Yeah.
like, and I left her alone. I don't want nothing to do with that. But like people are okay with that, and it
Yeah.
just doesn't make sense to me. I just want to know what the psychology is that. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, it's weird.
That's a Denelli question. She's the one that's a therapist in this
Oh,
group.
she
Yeah,
is. Huh?
Yeah.
She's next. So
Write that down so you'll remember it. You know.
That's
You
what I sweat.
didn't cheers me, but that's
Oh, sorry.
no. You already drank.
Well, I
it.
better do another one.
Yeah, we might as well
Yeah.
do another one.
No, not me. Y'all better do
Halfies?
that.
We could do one more, man. But this last one, I can't leave that. I can't leave here.
Were you planning on leaving?
I was, but not no more.
Where were you gonna go?
The
You got a
store.
hot date?
No, but I can. I can go over here and just dance away. Can I get your number?
Brian's getting bitches.
I can.
But they're not polyamorous. We determined that.
He's not into sharing.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well, okay, hold on. So there's a lot to that. So what I've learned is like women that are like, clubbing, drinking, those are, like constantly, those are bops. So you can get away with stuff like that, constantly. But like, you got your girls that get older, more mature. They don't do that as much. So at my age, I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather just stick with one woman and just kind of have my fun with that one woman. You know what I'm saying? As you get older, you know what I mean? But like, I don't know how to explain it, but like, there's guys out there that just want to stay young and just pipe multiple women as much as they can.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Have you done it in the butt? Either of you?
No, I haven't.
Have you?
One time when I was at prison, I'm just totally joking.
Oh my gosh, bro! Come on,
No.
G.
I tried it once and it really hurts.
No, have
No,
you?
I have not. No, I
does
have
it
never
really?
done that.
Oh,
no,
I was
no,
gonna say.
dude, I have never done it. No. What are you talking about? I'm like the most vanilla, like.
I
Yeah,
don't know. Like,
Now my ex, she probably did. I don't know what else she did. I don't know. She had a lot more sex in our marriage than I did.
You know what's interesting about that though? Like young guys, they want the freshest woman out there. It is young men. That's not gonna happen. I'm just letting you. Unless you want to change your life and go to church, maybe. But
we all like to fuck. Okay?
yeah,
and,
every man and woman, they just want to be. They just want to get out there.
we're here for a good time.
Yeah. So I mean, women. Now here's the thing about that though. So like. Some, Taylor, just so y'all know, you know what I'm saying? Like, guys
Who's
like me-
y'all? Women?
So, like, yeah. So, like, guys, they, unless you're, like, top tier football player or whatever, you can get a high body count. But guys
Travis
like...
Kelce and Taylor Swift.
Yeah, like, they get, like, okay. But, like, a high body count. But, like, women, y'all get, like, if you wanted to, y'all can just go around, you know what I'm saying? Y'all can get passed around like crazy if y'all wanted to. Most women I've ever met, just when they're young, you know what I'm saying, just passed around, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Not all women, but
They
like,
have a high body count. Yeah.
You say passed around, but we like to have our options.
yeah.
We like to go around.
And that's fine.
The
you know what I'm
guys
saying?
aren't passing us around.
Yeah,
We're
yeah.
passing them around.
Yeah, so what guys don't understand is like they want this, like the freshest, you know what I'm saying? It's just not gonna happen. Unless you go to where they're at, like a church, you know what I'm saying? But you gotta like, you know what I'm saying?
If you think that church girls are pure,
Oh yeah, they're not as pure as
I think
people would think, you know what I'm saying?
Well, the stories.
Never mind.
Yeah, and it's all good. It's just like people gotta keep up with times because like a lot of guys want the purest. It doesn't work out that way. You know,
You
in my
can't
opinion.
maintain a double standard like that. Like, if you want to spend all your time with people that are, that are also very promiscuous, then don't decide I'm going to settle down and find somebody who wasn't. May it happen? Maybe, but more than likely it's not because, I grew up in like purity culture, like straight, like purity culture.
Yep.
And like, you did too, because we had similar childhoods just from what you said. And so
Yeah, sure.
that's, I was scared when I was young, like, if I were to have sex or whatever, I was afraid either one, I would get AIDS the first time because it was right after all of that whole thing, like, in the early 90s and mid 90s, but then also either that or the moment I do it, then it's going to be the Lord's going to come back and I'm going to be judged for it. So I was like, I wasn't involved in that kind of thing.
Dude, I was with the same, I had a purity ring, I had the whole ceremony, all that shit. I'm, like, so serious. And then whenever I was with, like, my first, like, real boyfriend, I would let him touch his penis on me, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I wouldn't let it in. And then eventually, like, it would go in.
How old
and
were you? Sorry.
16,
Okay,
17.
okay. Go on.
And then whenever, that was happening, whenever we were, like, actually having sex, I was like, okay, well, we can't have sex on Sundays or Wednesdays because I go to church on those days. So...
It is funny, like, the rationalizations that you make for this
it
stuff.
really is. So, like, we would not have sex on Sundays or Wednesdays. And then, like, I remember... Christmas was on a Sunday one year, and we were hanging out, and we were all horny and whatnot, and I was like, we can do it this one time because it's Christmas. Because that makes it better? I don't know.
Oh, God, dude.
But,
Yeah.
the things you will rationalize.
Well, it is, like,
to
you
get
can...
through it. Just like those Mormons with their soaking.
Oh, yeah, and all the other things, yeah. That's weird.
Yeah, but...
You can do, like, people will rationalize a lot of things.
Yeah.
You can do it. Like, we all do it to some extent.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so...
I mean, not me. I've always been pure and good.
Shut the fuck
Moral.
up, Kurt.
No, it's all good, though.
Kurt
Right?
subscribes to my OnlyFans. He pays top dollar for my content.
$40 a month.
No, 140.
Oh, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Actually,
No.
but it's only so that I can talk to her about my day. I just really... It's not so they're... I just need the companionship. I tell her about my grandkids and
Kurt and
stuff.
I are actually pen pals. He writes me letters even though we're neighbors.
Yeah, I write it in with a quill pen, like
Oh, yeah.
on parchment and one of those feathers.
For sure.
She was wondering what was up when I walked up with a feather, but then.
So Kurt's actually my husband. For those of you that don't,
All right, come on now.
Don't be putting me on that. No, I'm not getting killed by Ryan.
couldn't handle this shit.
No, I wouldn't. I
Right.
couldn't.
Yeah,
Taylor's awesome. I would.
Hey, Taylor, I like Ryan. He's big. I like that guy. I like how he's like physique. That's how I want to be.
No, Ryan's a good guy. Ryan's a good.
Whenever
dude.
I first met him, he was like
Skinnier, huh? He's like bigger.
tinier than Caleb,
But
like his son Caleb. You know?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
You wanna see a
wow.
picture?
It took me. Do you have
Taylor
one?
can cook though. She made us all like she can bake and whatnot. At Christmas, she made us all like gingerbread cookies and stuff.
Damn,
That's why all the comedians are fat now.
I cook. I bake.
That's cool though, man.
I'm that bitch.
It's just kind of so I don't know. I want to get into this part of the relationship stuff, but yeah. So you're gonna have to send me that so I can show what he looked like. I thought he was like big how he is now, but like no, I thought he was like huge, like muscle. It's because some guys they get like super muscle, they get super muscle, and then like when they get married, they kind of just let themselves go.
Yeah.
Oh, is that him? That's
Yeah,
not
that's-
photoshopped. Is it?
No.
How old were y'all? That's not him. Hold on.
Yes, it is.
Let me see it
That's-
one more time. Let me see it
Here,
one more
let
time.
me find you a.
That looked photoshopped. Like the head looked
Yeah.
like cut off and. Oh my goodness, Taylor, you were tiny.
Yeah, we're
How old
so
were you at the
young.
time? How old were you at the time?
I was 19. He was 18.
God, what year?
24. Oh, that's April 30th, 2015.
2015. So I was 14, I was 8. It's 20. So I was 22. Yeah.
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah, we're so young.
The
Yeah, we're
millions.
little babies.
I don't know why that looks 14.
I was already in my
It's crazy,
30s.
right?
So how did he get so swole? Did he go to the gym?
Oh, well, we moved in together and I
Okay.
cooked for him.
No, but he looks
And he
like
started
swole though.
eating.
He looks
No.
what? So
He's-
he's
just a thick boy, you know?
he looks super like he looks like he goes to the gym and then okay. So what I was
No.
trying to tell him is like the people I've met, they were like super swole and big
Yeah.
old muscles and
Yeah.
I'm young and then I met my wife and I just let myself go and that's how he looks like.
No, he was just very tiny and now he's thick.
Okay, I'm just saying if he goes to the gym now, he would be like
If he would go to the gym, then yeah, he could get some muscles, you know?
Ryan.
He ain't got time for that shit, though. He's got to be a daddy so I can go do comedy.
I like y'all's marriage, man. That's kind of how I want it. Just, babe, go ahead and have fun. Just don't cheat on me, and she won't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how a relationship should be instead of, some of you younger guys out here like, oh, babe, you can't do nothing. Stay in the house.
Yeah.
Yeah, this
Are
episode.
you done with us?
I like to stay in the house.
About to. Yeah, that's all good. Yeah, I'm about to. We've been we're past 2 hours. Damn. All right.
Got a lot of editing.
Yeah, I do. Damn, this alcohol hit me pretty hard. So
I have a show on August 24th, Saturday, 8:30. Zombies.
which is tomorrow.
Be there.
Be there.
Or be ugly.
Yeah, straight up.
What if I'm there and I'm ugly?
You're not ugly, Kurt. I wouldn't be your friend if you were ugly. I'm not friends with ugly
That's
people.
true. You do have a lot of all of your friends do look like they could be on the cover of like a magazine or whatever.
Yeah, your Asian friend.
Yeah.
I will say that
Zarda?
she wasn't bad.
I like all of them. I mean, they're not. You don't surround yourself with ugly people. I do, so I
true.
can like kind of up the game so I look better.
Yeah,
You don't.
man.
If you're ugly, don't approach me.
Yeah, that's another thing, man. I don't want to get into that. Yeah, I better not get outside. We better wrap it up. All right, guys. We had too much fun. This is probably one of my best episodes
Good
I've ever
times.
had. Man, this is like an hour and 30, I think. Or 2 hours and 30 minutes. Oh.
Well, you can cut the part where I nearly died from the cough syrup. It was Grandpa's cough syrup.
Also, another thing that we're cutting is whenever Kurt was like jerking off for
I
like
never did that.
7 minutes.
I never did that this time.
He never did that.
That was the last time we were on a podcast.
Oh, all right. Anyways, I better sober up. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much, man. We're going to wrap it up, man. So, y'all have a good night, man. Oh, sorry. What the hell? Hold on. There we go. All right, guys. This is the Yellow City Comedians, man. I don't know what happened. I drank too much. Anyways, guys, y'all guys have a good one. We will see you guys next time. Like, subscribe, follow, comment. Thank you guys so much. We will see you guys next time.
Thanks, Brian.
Peace out. Taylor, Love you. So she's leaving, man. She's taking off. Taylor, we love you. Come back if
Find
you're.
me in Pittsburgh.
Follow her. Links description down below. We'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys. Bye-bye.